Hello, and welcome to Saturday Night Insanity Party. Greetings, everyone. Well, after taking the week off last week, we are now live again this week for another exciting edition of Geek Chat and Randomness here on Saturday Night Insanity. So know your eyes do not deceive you if you're keeping track of the dates and the chronology. We did, in fact, not do this last week. So if you're downloading them and archiving them to enjoy for years to come, don't worry, you didn't miss one. It's okay. It goes from April 5th
I'm the first
April 19th.
year.
Yes.
It's never happened before.
That's true.
Stat always beats me here.
We're usually sitting here for at least a few minutes saying, where the fuck is Skin Slip?
Actually, that's not true at all. I mean, it's literally right behind Justin. Loads things faster than me. All right? All right?
Alright. So I decided just to go live right away because
No, it's fine.
we're already late. Sorry, we're a few minutes late, although, hey, at least it's earlier than last time. Actually, I have the weekends off going forward for the next few weeks anyway. We'll see how long that lasts. So we
Why
can
am I
do it
the
at
only one here?
normal times. So, but the best laid plans of mice and men and all that, and geeks and geekettes.
Geeks and geekettes? Wow.
Uh,
Hey, it's Garbage Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had all these grand plans of starting at 9, and Rosie was whisked off by her grandmother to some kind of big family dinner, and didn't get back until like 8:30. So then I had to, have some winding down time as she quickly pounded down a chocolate bunny right before bed, and then had to get her in bed. And as luck would have it, she suffered a couple of horrible injuries while in the care of Grandma. She apparently fell on the street and scraped her knee pretty bad, and scraped her hand as well. So I jokingly said to her, I said, "What the heck happened? You were gone for like 2 hours. And you come back with all these injuries." So apparently it's her and some other kids. They're playing. I guess it was a little rough, a little crazy.
Aww.
And she got a couple owies.
And she's grown up.
So I had to tend to the owies.
Bluto, I won't put anything about rape on a t-shirt, you jackass. Real alcoholics drink from Disney glasses. Remember that, kids.
I was gonna say,
There we go.
childhood. Rosie's doing it right.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Oh no, she got hurt.
Owies are a part of growing up.
Speaking of which, Sean, did you remember to give her her nightly caffeine pills?
Oh,
And
Jesus. Shut up.
No, but she did eat an
Candy?
entire chocolate bunny right before bed. So
Oh my
Yay!
fucking Lord.
it was,
Vomiting that will occur.
it
Anyway,
was a little one. And she had about... She wasn't quite sure of how many chocolate eggs she had while at Grandma's, but she attests that it was quite a few.
okay, for those in the chat, what literal poison should I take? Sailor Jerry or the O-Cart? Wait for
God, the O-card, for fuck's sake.
By the way, I don't know if you remember Skinsit, but to Bluto's line there, we don't want to rape anybody, we just want to party. It was actually from a Saturday Night Insanity.
I know.
It may have been from a stick-am room, actually. It may have been pre-Saturday Night Insanity.
I'm sure it was, but it's still, like, kind of uncouth to say.
Well, yes.
You could
One
put
of
on
those
a
things.
t-shirt.
Like, I have very few...
Out
very
of
few hard-
context, yes.
Yes, very few hard, fast rules and rape jokes, just... Unless it's like you're raping a rapist. But that's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Hilariously ironic.
Yes. It's just I have those
so
things, and
watching-
extreme sexism is another thing I really have a problem with. Other than that, I'm good.
I watched a bit of some of the Unsolved Mysteries episodes I captured off my old tapes, and now I'm all creeped out with the patio door open behind me, so... It was not none of the supernatural ones either. It was just like strange unsolved murders and stuff, which actually are kind of scarier because they could
It's the reenactments, man. I mean,
It's because they happened. That's why.
It
That's why
seemed
they're
like-
scary.
no.
exactly.
It seemed like every other show that had like that was like that had reenactments. The reenactments were all just fucking stupid, right? They were clearly fake and cheesy.
Yeah.
In Unsolved Mysteries, they had some real fucking production value. It was scary as fuck.
They had real production value with actual actors that could act.
Yeah.
They're absolutely the kings of the dramatic recreations, without question.
And no one's done it as well since.
No, they really haven't.
It's
always really good.
Oh, I was kicked out. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
So we'll have a fest of them once I find all the ones that there are to find in my VHS library.
Hi, Gary!
You know, yesterday or earlier this morning,
yes,
you mentioned the PlayStation Network sale. And that was actually, I was blissfully unaware of that sale.
Oh.
And I noticed that they had another sale just like a day before, where like they dropped some games down to like $5 or something like this. I was unaware of this flash sale that's going on until Monday.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was like, dude, there's some games for like $1.
Yeah. I would like to list off real quick what I just bought.
God.
Okay, and then I see there's a couple of questions in the chat I need to answer. So
I answered one already. So.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna answer it better than just a word response.
I didn't. I answered it better right afterwards. Pay attention.
Yeah, but that still isn't answering it.
These two.
He asked if we heard about it. I said, yes, we have. We talked about it. That's what I said. That answers his question.
Wait, what games did you get, Garbage Gamer?
Okay. These are the games I just bought. I bought them all at fucking once. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. Crash Team Racing, Gex, Enter the Gecko, Red Faction, Red Faction 2, Red Faction Battlegrounds, Retro City Rampage, Retro Grade, Spyro 1, Spyro 2, Spyro Year of the Dragon, Stuntman Edition, Urban Trial Freestyle, Tokyo Jungle, Super Stardust HD.
You got all of it, didn't you?
The Telltale games of Tales of Monkey Island, Jurassic Park, and Back to the Future.
So these are all, what, like 99 cents?
They were
like
all
that?
99 cents.
How long does this sale go on for?
Until Monday.
Okay. I might see if I can grab a PSN card. So Manic was just asking, anybody heard about an Adventure in Space and Time getting a Blu-ray release next month? Yes, said Skinslip. Good answer.
And then I said we talked about it 3 weeks ago.
We talked about it 3 weeks ago. But since Manic wasn't here for that actual news item, yes, it's coming out on Blu-ray. It's a 3-disc set, includes the DVD and Blu-ray, and a 3rd disc, which actually includes the original story of An Unearthly Child. So the very first Doctor Who story is included as a bonus, and it carries over all the extras from the Canadian DVD release as well. So
tonight's show is brought to you by Sam's Cola, Shitty Cola for Shitty Rum.
Woo! Yay! Except Oakart isn't shitty rum. But anyway, no it isn't.
Yes.
No it isn't. Where's the other question? Oh, Bluto asks, any Rescue 911 on your tapes? It has a badass theme. Yes. I have at least one. I probably have some fragments kicking around as well, if not some other full episodes. I don't have a lot. I didn't tape that one as often. I was more into Unsolved Mysteries. I watched it fairly often, though. But one of the ones that I have is Rescue 911 actually started as a series of specials, as did Unsolved Mysteries, actually. And then it became a regular series. The one that I know for sure I have on tape is the 3rd special that they did. So it's like pre-regular series even. And it actually contains, I don't remember specifically, but I do remember there was a couple of stories on there that they used clips of in the opening titles for the regular series, like forever afterwards. I was like, wow, that's from the episode I have. So it's pretty cool.
Give you ops. Doesn't give you ops automatically for some reason.
Why would they be losing money? It's downloadables. They're not losing anything. Six Layer says Sony must be losing a shit ton of money off all these free games on PSN just to get users who won't buy anything.
No, that's the thing is they're not losing money because they're just disc images.
Yeah, they're not losing any money at all.
So and they've already made the money on all those games. They're the popular titles.
Yeah.
So Super Stardust HD is the only one they're probably losing money on because they produced that specifically for the PS3. I mean,
yeah, but it's also been out since 2006.
Exactly.
I'm sure they've made their money by now. And it was
a lot of those titles, like I said, the Crash Bandicoot series has been around since the dawn of the original PlayStation.
It's been around since like the
pretty
mid-90s.
sure they've made their money on those.
Yeah.
Oh, this rum is awful.
Now it's just all whatever chump change we can get to throw in.
This is all like aftermarket sales. This is just getting a few extra pennies to milk out of the franchise. Like they've made all the money. But because not these old games off all the PSN Plus AAA games like Saints Row, etc.
Well, again, it still kind of fits in with that because most of the games that make it to the PSN, at least in the case of the PS3, right? They're usually games that have dropped down in price in the used section to like $10 to $15, if that.
Yeah.
So.
Ben has a question for you in the chat.
Yes.
I'll read it out loud, but I don't want to talk with you. So.
Okay. I could have sworn there was another question before that one. No, I guess not. I already answered. It was the Rescue 911. The Rescue 911 one. And then I thought there was something else. Oh, Cyber 6. Yeah, I just wanted to mention Cyber 6 in case you didn't already know. Your namesake is finally getting a DVD release.
He posted it on his wall.
Yes.
I'm friends on Facebook.
Figured you'd probably know. But yes, for those who don't know, Cyber 6, the complete series, has been announced, I believe, by Discotech. Good old Discotech. They're just making waves lately, man.
Yeah, I believe it was 37 smiley faces, too.
Picking up all the stuff that no one else will touch. Let us hope and pray they do not go the way of BCI Eclipse, because they're really making fans happy right now.
Their print runs are much too small to be BCI Eclipse. That's the problem with BCI Eclipse. They made too many print runs. They have too high print runs for their stuff.
Yeah, it could be.
That's the reason why it's so. You know.
Ben asks, Sean, is it really that hard to put The Hobbit 3D all on one disc? Well, it is all on one disc. There's one disc for the 3D version, one disc for the 2D version.
One DVD, right? Or one special feature disc?
One special feature disc, yeah, I believe so. So...
Why would you want it all on one disc?
I suppose they could cram it all on one disc, but really, why would you want that? Because it would mean they'd have to use a lower bit rate, and it would compromise the quality. Bluto says the 3D movie uses 2 images, so if you make a 3-hour movie, you're essentially cramming a 6-hour movie onto 50 gigs.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's just all in one disc.
Silent Joe in his house.
Welcome, Silent Joe.
No, it's not. No, it's not. He says. I'm not
just
my impression of him.
Just hold your horses, Jesus. Holding it in my hand. Okay, movie part 1, movie part 2. All right, I sit corrected. The 3D version's on.
And
yeah. So basically, that means, as Bluto was saying, you're basically you've got 90 minutes or so of content that you're seeing, but it's technically 3 hours worth of content on there. So that really is like hitting the limit. Because I mean, they want to crank the bitrate for these things and keep them, as high quality as possible. So good. Let them do that. I have no problem with that. I mean, they did it with all the Lord of the Rings ones too. I mean, they had it cranked up for a couple reasons. I mean, so they could have higher quality for the movies, but B, also because they had 4 fucking commentaries for every movie, and that takes up space. It takes up space. So
it's a couple hundred megs per of just CD quality. For commentary, and oftentimes they're much higher than CD quality actually.
Yeah, exactly. And then disc 4 and 5 are the appendices, which continue the numbering.
In fact, on Blu-ray they're lossless, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah, it's commentaries, I mean.
And then discs 4 and 5 are the appendices, parts 7 and 8. So it actually continues the numbering of the appendices from the Lord of the Rings extended editions. So it is all one continuous collection. It's quite nice. I like the I also like how they made it look like a book, like the Lord of the Rings did.
Posting this all over social media. Go Twitter, go! Tweet on all the Twitter accounts. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't run too many of those. I got
most important thing Blu-ray has over digital streaming media is the bitrate.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's fucking outlets. Like what, 30 kilobits, 30 megabits per second or whatever?
Bitrate
It'd be higher than that, right?
It's like 30 to 40, depending what it is.
Yeah.
Typically around 30 versus like 2 or 3 for streaming.
If you're lucky.
You know.
Low is like 500.
It's not even close to the same quality.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I had a guy call in to work the other day, and he was saying how, some of the high def channels, when there's fast action, it gets all pixelated. Like, when is that going to be fixed? And it's like, never. That's just the nature of streaming.
I wouldn't say never.
It's an encoding error. That's why.
It's not an encoding error. It is just the bit rate that they use.
I thought that's because it's encoded.
No.
It's encrypted, sent over wire, and decrypted by the box, and that's where the error occurs. I thought that's where that happens.
No, that is just the nature of the beast with streaming video. When there's fast action.
But they might fix that.
Well, yeah, when we all get
exactly.
fiber optic connections to our cable boxes. Yeah.
Gigabyte internet. When we all get that.
Basically, when coaxial goes the way of the dodo, that's when we'll fix that. Until then, if you want streaming, that's what you're gonna have to put up with.
Yeah, basically.
You know? If you don't want to put up with that, buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah. So, what'd you get this week, Sean? I know you got stuff. Didn't you get stuff, Sean?
No, I didn't get anything this week. I
got stuff, Sean.
I got a couple of packages.
Over on Randomex and Amazon, I gotta censor the nipple.
No, because
I got this book right here.
I was paying bills so I could keep a roof over my head.
Yeah. So I got this awesome book, which is a collection of the first 12 issues of a specific horror zine, which it was all handwritten. I don't know if my bit rate's going to pick any of that up.
Can kind of tell.
Yeah, every single page of the magazine was handwritten, photocopied, and sent out. So this is one of the few pages where I got 2 pages with no adult content. There are plenty of X-rated images in this book, because some hand-drawn, some photocopied.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's because it did a lot of trash cinema, and there's a lot of X-rated films in trash cinema.
Well, yeah.
It's a magazine called Cinema Sewer. I mean,
there you go. Kind of, it does what it says on the tin.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's what I got this week. That was it. Nothing fancy.
Cool. Nothing fancy, but it works.
Oh, Cyber 6 picked up the Pacific Rim Steelbook. That's cool.
Oh, there you go.
I'm jealous of that, because I love Pacific Rim. Holy shit.
I can show you some of the stuff I got in the packages that I received.
Excuse me. Yeah. Cass isn't here yet. Matt, I think, is still at like 90 rolls today.
So,
Ryan's not coming. Oh, that's everybody.
So BW Rosas, Brian sent me a stack of fan films and a couple of rarities on burned discs, and he also sent me some non-burned stuff as well. I'll show you those ones here. Got The Outsiders on DVD.
Oh, that came out in Blu-ray recently. Is that the complete novel version or no?
I have no idea. I know nothing about the movie. It's The Outsiders on DVD.
The Blu-ray is the complete novel edition, which is the director's cut for future reference. So if you end up liking it,
Cool. Necessary Evil, Supervillains of DC Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. 99-minute documentary all about supervillains of DC Comics. Pretty cool. Definitely be a nice addition to the comic book stuff collection. An early Michael Crichton film. We have Coma with Michael Douglas.
I remember that one.
Also an early Michael Douglas film. Must have been around the time he was doing Streets of San Francisco, actually.
I think that's right, yeah.
1978. Yeah,
I had that on a VHS.
Would have been during or shortly after. And then I was saying, hey, I could watched this with Rosie, and then Rosie saw it and was like, "Oh, I love that movie." So she's already seen it apparently. The Golden Compass, the New Line 2-disc Platinum Series edition, which has a completely different cover than I've seen here. Like, I've never seen that cover before. So, very cool.
Is that the U.S. one?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that cover. So it's either an early release or it is a newer cover that I just haven't seen before.
I have no idea, but yeah, very cool cover. I usually see more sort of
different. So.
I usually see more sort of the montage of characters cover. And then from Iggy, YouTube user Israel Decoy, we got Monsters, the complete series.
I love that.
All 72 episodes on 9 discs.
Totally just got a nerd boner.
All 3 seasons, yeah. I really liked what little I saw of this when it was on. I've been wanting to see the rest of it for ages. I was so stoked when I found out they were putting out the DVD. So yeah, I was planning to buy this anyway. So thank you very much.
I had
my way, Iggy.
I had a few of those on VHS also.
I have one of the VHS releases.
Mine are off TV. So.
Yeah, I think I have 1 or 2 taped off TV as well. But
most of the stuff when I say I had on VHS, we had a vast collection of like multi-movie tapes, movies and TV shows. So I mean,
or
yeah.
I guess the ones behind the chair over there.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a few. I've been going through a lot of my 6-hour tapes because they're the biggest pains in the ass to sort through all the material. And
not much, Rob.
Basically,
hey, Rob.
It's like I'll set a tape to capture overnight, and the other day in particular when an annoying thing happened. So I set a 6-hour tape to capture overnight. Now, most of my tapes were recorded in hi-fi, so even though they may be EP sometimes, the sound is really good. But occasionally, as is the problem with hi-fi audio on VHS, sometimes it is difficult to track so that it maintains the lock on the audio. So the other day, I set a 6-hour tape to capture, let it roll overnight, checked it in the morning. It was fine for the first 25 minutes, and then lost the lock, and the rest was garbage.
Oh.
So it was fine. It just meant I had to recapture it, and manually adjust the tracking at that point. So I found the point where it died, and then it's like, okay, there was a glitch there, and it threw off the tracking. I see what happened. But this particular tape, there was like 2 or 3 such glitches, which I discovered by the 3rd time I'd captured the contents of the tape.
Oh,
in the end, finally got it all fixed, finally got it all tracked. It's all captured and archived and organized now, but what a pain in the ass. But that's been kind of the adventure dealing with some of the 6-hour tapes. So I'm really looking forward to the 2-hour tapes. I'll be able to blow through way more tapes, way more quickly. A lot of them already have the commercials cut out, so it's just, recording the shows, and that's it. Yep.
I'm waiting for Ant to show up because I have an announcement here, actually.
An Ant announcement?
Well, you're involved in that announcement, Tank, so I'm glad you showed up.
An Ant announcement!
Sorry.
You were creating something with your maker spot.
I'm printing.
Ben
Solid
says...
not a maker.
Ben says, I'm sure they're going to release a Hobbit Desolation of Smaug Extended Edition in a few months. Well, yes, of course they are. They've done that for every single Lord of the Rings movie. They're absolutely doing the same thing with the Hobbit movies.
That's why I replied to him in the chat with the same thing. Like, the New Line did the same thing.
Yeah.
Can we hear you, AC?
Yeah.
You should be able to.
Yes.
Yeah,
all right,
AC's
so,
here.
folks, I'm proud to
What's
announce...
up?
But yeah, I mean, typically the pattern is they release the theatrical version in the spring, and then they release the extended version in November, the month before the next movie comes out in theaters. They did the exact same thing with Lord of the Rings. They're doing the exact same thing with The Hobbit. There's no reason anybody should be surprised or upset by that at this point in time.
Nope.
It is a firmly established pattern. Which is why I never buy the theatrical versions, because I know the extended version's right around the corner.
So I'm proud to announce, folks, that the team for Tekken Heads is now with us. Ant and Tank Ant, if you will be doing Tekken Heads at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Saturdays. I believe starting next week if Ant is free.
Awesome.
Yeah, most likely I will be. I'll let you know.
Fantabulous.
So there you go. It's your official, right here, live on Geeky TV.
Why are you being smashed by a gigantic red sledgehammer?
He's playing a tech demo for a game, and it's got soft body physics. So
okay.
He drives around, and like there's various things that destroy your car, and like ramps and jumps, and it's demoing the game engine. It's fucking cool. I want it. I don't even want the game. I just want the demo.
Just the tech demo. It's on the VR.
Nope, it's on the PC.
What are you printing, Tank?
Ooh, that's bad.
He's making.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
It fixed. It's good.
Did it fix itself?
Yes.
What if he's trying to come off?
He pulled it out, yeah.
Tank's like, ha 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 ha. What are you printing, Tank?
I'm making a SD card holder.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Because
Are you sure? It looks like a pizza to me.
from a technical standpoint, hunt season is coming up soon.
Car is awesome.
Oh,
Dude, I want your car.
So, I have some interesting TMNT news, if anyone's interested.
No.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
Shoot us.
All the TMNT news has been so depressing as of late.
I know.
Does
Well,
it
this is
make us
actually some of
happy?
my... Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just start off with Megan Fox said
Uh-huh.
in an interview with Entertainment Weekly
Can
recently.
you move up a bit so we can
Oh,
see?
wait, I think I know where this is going.
Look at
Oh,
your
God.
beautiful
Yeah.
face while you're
Stop
giving
leaning
us
out
the
of
news.
frame.
There we go.
Recently, Megan Fox
Back up!
said
Lord.
Find the happy
Interview.
medium. Okay.
in an
there.
interview with Entertainment Weekly, she talked about the character of April O'Neil, and she said that Jonathan Liebesman was absolutely adamant that she remained fully clothed during the entirety of the movie. And that the character was not sexualized in any way, shape, or form.
Not
Okay.
sexual. She wears a yellow jumpsuit in a hot body like that. Kind of.
Hey,
We're
No,
not
no,
going
no,
to
no, no,
sexualize
no.
April O'Neil, so we hired Megan Fox.
comparatively speaking, oftentimes female characters will get nearly naked during a movie.
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's all well and good, but I'm just saying,
No, you're just wrong. It's okay.
Well,
jumpsuit. That's all
But
that's
she also had something else to say, though.
I mean, looking at her in the Transformers movies, she was barely clothed through
She
most of it.
was
I know.
the sex symbol. That's the problem.
Draping herself.
The concern was she would be a
motorcycles on the
sex
leg.
symbol in this, intentionally so.
She's a
And
big Transformers.
It doesn't look like she's going to be objectified in a sex symbol in the Ninja Turtles movie. But something else interesting, she said she was asked randomly at the end, like, what other movies would you make based on properties from the 80s or whatever? And she had a few interesting titles. She mentioned Gundam Wing.
What?
Yeah, that had me flipping out. Like, how did she even know about that? But hey,
She's actually a geek.
yeah, that's
And
what I do.
She's not
She
just
said
a
Sailor
whore, she's
Moon
a
as
geek.
well.
Yeah.
She's
I'm not surprised at it. Have it.
I would be okay with Sailor Moon or Gundam Wing. I would like to see either or. I mean, I
Megan
would have a problem
Fox
with that.
as Sailor Moon.
Oh God, no! No, she has to be blonde. I don't care about fucking April O'Neil being blonde.
Well, she could be one of the other
Sailor
Sailors.
has to be blonde. Yeah, she can be one of the other Sailors.
Megan Fox playing an airhead. What a stretch.
Sailor Venus.
So basically, she's an anime fan.
Seems like it. Yeah.
She wants to do like anime stuff. Like,
What terrified me is she also mentioned, I guess Thundercats would be okay. I was like, no.
No.
Thundercats, hello?
Oh.
You know,
No.
Instead of a jumpsuit, it's a one piece. Oh.
it would be cool to see a live-action Thundercats movie if it was done as like a dark sci-fi fantasy kind of thing.
Not by Michael Bay also.
If
Not
it
by Michael
wasn't
Bay,
something
yeah.
Michael Bay was paid to fuck up.
It could be done. Like I could see how a live-action one could be done. but the chances of it being done that way, if a live-action Thundercats happens,
Imagine if
probably
they
not likely.
Imagine if they did a Thundercats like the fucking Dark Crystal.
Well,
Dude,
something like that. Well, you see,
I would get nerd boner all over that.
I could transpose in my mind the Skeksis castle for Mumra's temple.
Absolutely.
That works for me.
Absolutely. Well, and the lush forests and everything. There was a lot of very nice scenery on Thundera, and a lot of folks living out in the jungle there. Right? The wild women. You had the
Third Earth, yeah, that was kind of nuts.
yeah. You had the snow warrior guys up in the mountains and the Robear Burbles.
What she was saying about Thundercats, or no, about Gunwing, was that she'd like to see it done kind of in the style of Pacific Rim, and I was like, yeah.
Absolutely. And
Fuck
can
yeah.
Guillermo del Toro please direct that? Thank you. I appreciate it. Or perhaps the guy who's Gareth Edwards, if he does a good job in Godzilla, I'd be okay with him too.
Yeah.
The same. Get a director who knows giant things and how to film them in awesome ways.
Yes.
We got a
Whatever
Thundercats
happened to
prequel.
Cowboy Bebop? That I wanted to see.
Sorry, what? It's down and AC were both talking at the same time.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. I was just.
Cowboy Bebop, the movie. I wanted to see that so bad, and it never really happened.
Oh,
And at this point,
yeah.
I do not want Megan Fox to be Faye in that goddamn movie. I'm just
Oh no.
They're still
God damn it.
they're still talking about Robotech as a live-action movie. Couple of recent news items have surfaced about that. Very vague, but the one definite one was that all the mecha would be redesigned. Well, basically because what the fuck? I guess it's Takara owns all the designs for the original Macross stuff,
Right.
so they're not allowed to use that in a non-official Macross product.
well, they should work together, like they're doing with
Here's one
Godzilla.
thing. Here's one thing that people were saying though is like as beloved as Robotech and Macross is, they were based on fighter jets of the time, and things have changed over the years. So a new design based on newer jets, and then some minor variations to the. I mean, how different can you make a giant robot look that forms out of a plane? I mean, there's not going to be that big of a
Tomcat, F-14 Tomcat of all things,
Yeah. Like, it's not going to be that big of a variation in the robot form design, I wouldn't think. But yeah. So anyway, they said it wouldn't be the same looking mecha from the show. I'm actually kind of curious. Like, what does that mean? Okay, fine and dandy to redesign the planes. I mean, that can be done acceptably. But what about stuff like the Zentradi ships and the SDF-1?
So,
like they're all very distinctive designs.
But you can get something similar. You know what I mean? Something so close that it's almost the same, but not just enough to skirt copyright. You know what I mean? On all of that, and it would be at least better than nothing. And as long as it was directed well, I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not over complex fucking Transformers. It's just insane.
Well, I was going to say then the other concern is the story. I mean, most fans are saying like, well, if you're just going to do one movie at this point, just focus on the Macross saga. Like, don't try to overdo it. And they're saying, oh no, there'll be elements from all 3 generations in it. Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, just
because you want to incorporate fans.
Like, you know what? Do a trilogy of movies based on the Macross saga. There you go.
Right.
Do a couple of movies based on Southern Cross. Do a couple movies based on, a couple movies Masters. A couple movies based on New Generation. There you go. There's your franchise.
And the Sentinels. I want the fucking Sentinels.
And do the Sentinels. But Harmony.
Yeah, I'd rather just have that and then have to do it.
Yeah, but see, Harmony Gold is really pushing their Shadow Chronicles series. Which apparently is never happening.
Of course not.
And since doing their first movie of that, have said, the Sentinels, that's no longer canon.
Well, I don't give a shit what they think. They can suck my black cock. Wait,
like,
I mean,
really? But the funny thing is, like, I saw nothing in that Shadow Chronicles movie that even remotely contradicted anything I've seen of Sentinels.
Nope.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
Correct.
Why would this not be? Why not have this canon? I mean, you're not
Because-
telling this story anyway. Just leave it canon. I mean, because Shadow Chronicles picks up with Rick Hunter and the SDF-3 getting back to Earth after all the adventures with the Sentinels. So it doesn't contradict it. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Maybe it does if you've actually sat down and read all the Sentinels comics and spin-offs and stuff that they did. Maybe that's
Maybe
it.
if you're hardcore like I am with Star Wars, you know.
Yeah, because they did do they did a 5-issue prequel comic that led up to the Shadow Chronicles that referred back to some of the events from the Sentinels comics. It was meant to kind of bridge the gap between the two, which just confuses me more. It's like, well, okay, so it's not canon, yet it is now somehow? What? Wait a minute. Make up your mind! It's just driving me crazy.
Blue, I'm
Well,
not
you know what? I
exactly
say,
sure.
fuck it all. Give us the Sentinels. Just give us the fucking Sentinels already.
Something like that. I'm not.
liked-
I'm not exactly sure how they would pull something like that off.
I liked what little I saw in the handful of episodes they made. Thought it had a promise. It was the promising start to an interesting story, and then it was over.
Yeah.
I wanted more. Damn it.
But Bluto was saying how he'd like to see a live-action Ed, Edd n Eddy or Adventure Time movie.
I can't see
I
how
mean,
that could be
even
done.
Eddie,
Even-
baby.
well, see that, yeah, Ed, Edd n Eddy, the character designs are too out there. I mean, even if you could get Danny Antonucci on board,
Yeah.
still, it'd be one of those, you do it as like a joke.
Yeah.
Almost.
With all adult actors playing kids. Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves as Ed. I don't know which one, but Ed.
Oh, yeah, Ned.
You know, because.
Cyber6 says they need another He-Man movie, and Manic adds a He-Man movie needs more loincloth. They've been talking about doing like a new Master Universe movie
A reboot, yeah. A new
for
one.
ages. Yeah, ideally. I mean, well, we did a movie gangbang of the '85 one a while back,
I love that movie so much.
and well, one of the things we talked about was the fact that they did the age-old, you know, we have no budget solution of setting it on Earth. And I'd love to see like a big budget He-Man, or even just a medium-sized budget He-Man movie. You can do that nowadays. You know, today's
Even
cheaper
like
effects.
a modern day B movie version.
But set entirely on Eternia. You know, like I can't recall many stories in the original He-Man cartoon that took place off Eternia. There was the Christmas special. That was pretty much it. Everything else was all on Eternia, or its, you know, neighboring planets.
But,
So yeah.
you know what would make this is gonna kind of be a bit out there, I guess.
So I wouldn't expect anything less, Eric. Go.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say what would make a good movie is the game. Oh, it was that one point-and-click adventure, Ripper.
I
Ripper?
don't even remember that.
Ripper, because it already has an all-star cast.
Okay.
It's got. Oh my god, my brain is totally farting out right now.
Oh, I should post a link to this on Facebook, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should.
Let me get on
Heave
that.
junk and he bulge. There's lots of heave junk and he bulge comments.
But,
The He-Man Master Universe movie.
let's see,
I'm just saying, Jason Momoa is He-Man. Anybody?
Sure. Well,
hair.
actually, I think he's a little too rough for He-Man.
there we
You
go.
know what? You know what? Fuck you, Man at Arms. How about that?
He's not old enough for Man-at-Arms.
When you put the helmet on him and a beard. Carl Urban as He-Man.
You know, we'll find something for Jason Momoa to do just because he's Jason motherfucking Momoa.
And Carl Urban, of course.
But Carl Urban, I could probably see Carl Urban as
Man
Man.
at Arms. Exactly. I was thinking about that. Yeah.
There you go.
The
I get
irony.
Rocking the mustache.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and the helmet and badassery and
Yeah. There you go.
arms, lots of arms.
Lots,
here
lots
we
of
go.
arms.
This is what I
and
was.
men at them.
Yes,
This is what I was
and lots of loincloth and bulge happening.
That's
Was
right.
a cast
Lots of he bulge.
Man at arms bulge.
I know I've talked about this point and click adventure game before, but just how amazing the cast was for a game from 1996. And I know some of these people are no longer with us, so casting would be kind of difficult. But yeah, the Ripper game has the following cast members: has Jimmy Walker, Paul Giamatti, Ozzie Davis, David Patrick Kelly, Scott Cohen, Karen Allen, Burgess Meredith, Christopher Walken.
Oh wow!
Burgess Meredith for the win, by the way.
Yes.
It's got Richard Bright, Phyllis Bash, and it's just it's got this all-star cast, and it's a great story. It's pretty much the story of Jack the Ripper in the way distant future, using cybernetics and stuff like that to lure people to their death. And the person kills them virtually in a reenactment of Jack the Ripper's original location. And it's really fucking creepy. Yeah, it's a game from '96 by Take-Two Interactive. And make
96?
one hell of a 1996. Yeah,
96.
it'd make one hell of a movie. Let me tell you that right now.
Cool.
We have quite a few viewers tonight.
We do. That's what I was saying. I should put on the old Facebooks here.
I spammed the shit out of the links everywhere. So.
Oh, good. Good.
So I hope at least one person. I know at least one person here because of me.
Use spam. That actually works for once in our lives. Awesome. It's payback for all the many emails I've gotten.
Here we go.
Many.
Found a naked He-Man picture. Nothing but loincloth.
Yeah, my favorite.
There we go.
You look oiled up.
And that will also go in the spam folder.
Kinda.
Is he flexing his cock muscle?
Well, no, it's the toy. It's the toy.
Flexing his cog muscle.
You can imagine as much bulge as you want in
I
there.
don't know why you said
Ooh,
that,
I can put some
Brandon.
Sculpey on there and make his bulge bigger. What?
I totally just pictured when you said flexing his cock muscle, his dick was a fist and it was benching like a
You know
five
That's
pound.
right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know how you know how Facebook kind of crops the images sometimes when you post them, you attach them. Well, this is how it cropped this image.
Oh, you're making me hot, brother.
That's all we got. So, yeah, posting.
Oh God. Sweet Christ, what have I become?
Perfect. That's great. Just chest, abs, and crotch. There you go. Join the
that
join the chat.
describes him, man.
Yeah. Okay, when I was little, I played with my He-Man figures, and I look at my He-Man figures, and I'm like, this is kind of gay. As a toy, I'm just sorry. Look, it's not a problem to me. I'm just saying it's kind of gay, right?
It's kind of gay.
Oh, homoerotic. Excuse me.
Well, there you
To
go.
be perfectly honest with you, the show pretty much was abs and crotch.
Right, I know.
I mean, did you really watch He-Man for the voice acting ability?
And one guy made a boners.
Hell yeah.
Skeletor, all boners.
All bones.
Just boners with
They
a,
will
with a
marvel
head.
at the might of my boner.
Behold the gaseous stench of Skeletor's breakfast burrito.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. I like you, He-Man. Hint, hint.
Oh my god.
God.
I really want to bone him.
You get it?
Do you see what I did there, Beast Man? Meh.
Boom.
Hey, He-Man, I'm hard for you. Get it?
I've been drinking milk.
Random. Oh my God.
See, before you said that, I was going to make the comment, especially with the toys. Did you ever notice that the model and molding for Skeletor, the lower half, is exactly the same as He-Man's?
Oh yeah, it's all
It's
head
the
swap.
same
A bunch
mold.
of
except-
characters
Yeah.
have the same legs and crotch piece, actually.
Well, he
A
even
lot-
has. If you
yeah, a
actually
lot of
look
them do.
carefully, they
Just
try to
repaints.
disguise it by painting really well over it. It's even got the lowing cloth.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the characters use that piece, though, is saying it just doesn't make sense on fucking.
It was very default.
It's a
mold.
very beefy skeleton. What? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know, right? The Skeletor's got giant fucking arms and shit. You're like, why isn't he just a skeleton? Oh, because toy technology. That's probably why.
Yes.
Like I said, yeah, and the Robot Chicken.
Oh,
That's when I first noticed it. Was when they did the skits on Robot Chicken, and they did the blue He-Man.
Faker?
Fucking old. And he goes, "Me, He-Man." He goes, "Oh," and his personal pronouns are all fucked up.
Actually, the other day, I was on Random Acts on Amazon, and someone posted this really cool letter opener. So I just googled letter opener, and I found that they have a whole set of fucking He-Man letter openers. They have Prince Adam's sword, Faker's sword, the He-Man's sword, like after it transforms, Skeletor's sword, She-Ra's sword. I was like, fuck, I want all of these. So fucking cool.
I never get any letters, but
Hey.
I'll be so ready.
Dumb fuck Haji showed up. Hi, dumb fuck Haji.
I bet he was our troll all week too.
No, he
Nasty.
wasn't. I have a feeling I know who it was, though.
Really? Anybody we
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It was Skeletor!
He's
Yeah.
Damn you, He-Man! I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids. Wait, wrong show.
Wrong show.
Oh God.
Mommy! Damn it!
God, I still run that joke to my head every once in a while. It's like, from now on, I will not be called Evil Lynn. I will be called Good Lynn. He goes, wait, your name's Evil Lynn? Wait, I always thought your name was Evelyn.
No.
He goes, pretty clever, huh? No.
No. No. I love that. That's my favorite word. Just goes, no.
You just, no. It's not clever at all.
I'm
the
a
one
hard
where
on
they-
for evil.
The one where Skeletor is being chased down by the Eternian dentist.
Yeah, you can actually buy that. Molar, the Eternal Dentist. There's a set for that.
Oh God,
With
Mola.
Skeletor in the chair. It's a big set. It was a Comic-Con exclusive, actually.
Oh, well, yeah. It's fucking hilarious, though.
So sexy.
It's a dude. Check out the eyebrows.
It's He-Man.
All you need is some house music in the background.
Oh Lord, that's horrifying. That's terrible looking.
It's part of
Fucking nightmare fuel.
it's part of a Halloween costume.
Okay, I want that.
Oh my.
I want one of those
Actually-
muscle shirts. dude.
Actually, I want that sword, but yeah. There you go.
Oh, garbage. Trash Gamer showed up, your arch rival.
And
Trash gamer, huh?
there's a
He's rival.
there's a Prince Adam version as well. There you go. You
That's
got the purple
Oh my
leotards there,
God. The better question is, could I pull that off?
and
You
it's-
could. Brandon,
it's
you
being
could, but a
modeled-
few people would have to like get stomach pumps and maybe have their eyes.
and it's being modeled by a woman. So
That's Princess Adam, yes.
Princess Adam, yes, excellent.
I don't know. I think my nieces would love the plushie of Battle Cat.
Dude, I want a plushie Battle Cat.
Plushy
Jesus.
Battle Cat. Oh, this is actually some pretty amazing fan art.
That is some pretty amazing.
That's pretty.
See, now that is Skeletor. That's what I think of Skeletor. It's this skinny yet slightly buff, menacing skeleton thing.
Yes, there we go.
He-Man versus Lion-O. Oh my God. What the hell? Hang on a second.
Gay
gotta
versus
watch it.
slightly less gay.
Hang on, I've got to watch
Damn,
it. Win.
it's like a Conan-esque He-Man.
Cone,
Kicking butt.
Cone Man.
Cone Man.
Oh, that's a badass piece of art, dude.
And if
Yeah.
you want to
Great.
see what I'm talking about here, I'll paste the link in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright.
Oh, the Death Battle. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen this. Apparently, he posted this like last year. Wow.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I find their death battles to be a bit one-sided.
See? He
Yeah.
exists. He's
I think
real.
it's lame. Holy crap, that guy actually does not look at all like He-Man. No, I'm kidding. It's okay.
You know. I mean, like,
It looks still kind of with the wig, but
kind of
when
looks
it comes
like
to those,
duct tape for the
right.
chest piece there,
In fact,
but
I'm pretty sure that's duct tape.
but otherwise, yeah, it clearly worked out for that picture.
Fuck, that song's in my brain.
Alrighty, well that was fun.
um,
Y'all enjoyed that.
yeah, I noticed the glaring one-sidedness to the death battles when they did the obviously in the most argued episode, which is the Superman versus Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they glossed over some of the obvious things that make it to where Superman wins.
Every time. Without
Every time.
fail.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Powered by the sun and immortal. Did I mention that part?
yeah. And it's the same. And technically, yeah, the Goku Superman battle would be a draw because we have immortal powered by the sun, and then we have Goku, the demigod who cannot die, because he's already dead.
Dead multiple times over.
Multiple times over. So, and it's just like.
Oh, so that's who wins. Okay, well that makes
Side
sense.
back.
He blasted his torso off. Okay, now he just comes right back after, hitting up his friends down in either heaven or hell.
Or he just stays dead and he has a halo and he still beats your ass. Being dead. There you go.
By the way, disregarding the fact that, canonically speaking, they could never see each other, if they were to cross over via, say, warp or whatever, they wouldn't even bother fighting. They're both good people.
Yeah, and like I said, in the fight, technically wouldn't happen.
They punch each other for a few panels and then like, why are we fighting? We should defeat the enemy. That's how it always happens anyway.
Yeah, the way they play off Goku is like some cocky little dumbass.
Yeah.
And it's just like fighting because of reason, even though that's totally goes against everything that he.
So they must have been big Superman fans who just were like, I'm tired of these anime kids. I'm gonna show them off once for all.
Can't Goku just gather the Dragon Balls and wish Superman out of existence?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I mean, like, there's so many different ways.
Or better yet, because he's a good guy, wish Krypton was never destroyed.
Hey.
Oh,
bam! Goku
And it
wins
fits
by a
with
good
everything.
deed.
By good deed, yes.
Yeah, but doing that that could alter the timeline, thus make it so he doesn't have the Dragon Balls, and then everything happens again. Like, fuck you, time! Why are you so complex? Just happens at a later date.
Okay, so there's a whole list of all the battles on Wikipedia I'm reading here. Who wins versus what battle? It's like,
Lord.
yeah,
Any of them involve
this
the
is
Dragon
crazy.
Balls?
I'd rather not get into this stupid fucking nerd argument.
Yeah, this is some stupid shit I'm seeing here. That's my whole point. It was like, wow.
It's a total circle jerk, but it's funny.
I mean, they did have a few where their logic made sense. Like, they based it off of, like, literally how the weapons would react with each other in real logic. But sometimes disbelieving logic is kind of how you're supposed to interpret it.
Yeah.
Like where I forgot who it was. I think it was Strider Hero versus
Ryu Hayabusa, I think.
Was it Ryu Hayabusa?
Yeah, it would have had to been if it's a ninja.
Yep,
it was, yeah.
Yeah, and the only reason Strider won is because he has some like mystical does not exist in real world sword. That's like the only reason. That's quite a picture you got there, Sean.
Fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Whoa.
It happened to me before. Except I was not under that risk. I walked in on my roommate. I knocked the door and she didn't hear me, and I opened the door. I was like, "Holy crap, boobies!" And I closed the door. And she was like, "What?" Like, what? I saw boobies. It was a reaction. I say boobies sometimes. It's okay.
Holy crap, boobies!
Holy crap, boobies!
For the win.
Yeah.
You actually just blurted that out.
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like, holy crap, boobies! I slammed the door shut, and I went back to my room, and I was just like, And she came in like 10 minutes later, and she's like, I'm like, that just never happened. And she's like, okay. I'm like,
And just as she's walking away, okay. And you just go, boobies.
no, I thought it. I did think it.
They're real and they're spectacular.
Let's see what's going on in the world of Mighty Number 9.
Son of Batman. I've got to watch that. I've had it for a couple of days now.
Oh, is that out now? Shit, I need
It's
to
around. It's around, thanks to Steve.
Not
I
legal
see.
yet.
It's not official
Yeah,
yet.
Yeah, it'll be out like next month or
2
at
weeks.
the end of it.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks. Might be 1 week, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks. I'm just off time here. I want my eyeball. Alright, sorry.
You want your eyeball?
No, I said I want it, and then my eyeball started to my eyeball.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even notice Scout was gone. I put it out pretty good.
Welcome back, Stout.
2 weeks.
You didn't have it there. Welcome back, Stout.
Oh. Welcome back, Stout.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Stout.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Stout.
Thanks.
Welcome back, Stout.
Whoa.
Hey, Cass!
Cass finally showed up. Cass, are you drinking with me?
Yes, I will be drinking with you. I'm just having
Let me
some
pour a
dinner
shot. I've been waiting for someone to show up to drink with me.
I had steak, mushrooms, and potatoes for dinner.
Somebody kick that troll, please. Thank you.
I'm very jealous.
Is it a troll? I didn't even notice.
Well, I have to say that is such a horrible choice of dinner, Sean. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself.
Thank you, Tank.
Damn it, you beat me.
That's alright.
Sean,
I notice a trash gamer is in here.
Yeah, he doesn't have a voice anymore.
Just a
No,
what?
he left. He left.
Oh, he's already gone.
There was Trash
Okay.
Gamer, and then there was
Oh.
Kurt Rules.
It
Haji,
says,
stop it. I
Drink
know
oak heart,
you're doing
get
some
bigger
of it.
penis. Here, here.
Hey, Stout,
You have a
I
shot
love
yet?
the
Bluto
yeah,
says.
give me a second. I literally just
post
sat
you
down.
on Facebook.
Bluto says, "Son of Jackass, can't wait until 2063 for that one."
And that is me that just joined Bren.
Okay, I'll give you a thank you for heads up.
Yeah, no worries.
The real shapes.
Yeah. Oh, there was a shape in here the other day, and he was convincingly like he was talking about how he fell down and broke his chair, and we're like, oh, that's still like Cass. And then he started talking about other things like that's not Cass. 'Cause I sent you a message.
Yeah.
Answer. I'm like, okay.
What was it? What was it I
Yeah.
sent you? I remember I said something really amusing.
I don't remember. It's probably the last thing you sent me.
Let me
Like-
find- I was like in the middle
I got
of
it.
sleeping too.
No, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you said, I want NORAD notified and an IP on my desk in 15 minutes. Light cigarettes. No one impersonates the shapes. Very nice.
Damn.
Yep.
Serious
God.
business.
I love how you mentioned you get NORAD involved.
I think I've been watching The West.
I mean, to be
Wing before I went
perfectly
bed,
honest,
that's
it's like-
why
It's like, what the fuck is NORAD gonna do?
bomb the guy's house or something. I don't know.
So what were you saying, Coach Gear?
Hey!
Oh, I was gonna say, I saw your post on Facebook from The Onion,
Oh,
and it says FBI uncovers Al-Qaeda plot to just sit back and enjoy the collapse of the United States. And it just shows this guy, just Middle Eastern guy, just sit back on the couch.
Pretty much all they have to do at this point.
Just sit back and watch the collapse. Yeah, they really don't have to do much at this point, I don't think.
No,
No, they pretty much just
we're pretty much
paranoia.
fucking ourselves. We're doing a pretty good job.
It's like Death and
I
Family
just
Guy with
found
Celine
it.
Dion. I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just gonna watch her do it herself slowly.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
Every time I think of Al-Qaeda, I think of this image here, where I'm gonna paste in the chat. Every time I think of them, that's all I think of all the time.
Islam!
FBI encourages Al Qaeda plot to just sit back and enjoy collapse.
I swear that looks
in the
like
United
Brooklyn.
States.
Looks like my friend Joe.
That's awesome.
Except there's not enough weed paraphernalia laying around him, so I know it's not Joe. I don't really talk to him much anymore because he's just fucking stoned 24/7, but whatever. It's his life.
It looks like Sony as well is just not pulling any punches or pulling any bullshit either. Because there's the big talk about the glimpses people got of this zombie horror game that Sony's developing in-house. Just titled H1Z1.
Okay.
So they finally did an official statement. They're saying Sony Online Entertainment president stated not going to give some politically correct, dodgy bullshit answer. H1N1 is a survival in a zombie apocalypse game. So is DayZ. They've made a brilliant game. They're acknowledging that their game is a lot like DayZ. And
My theory is
that
they're going to end up releasing H1Z1 as a PlayStation Plus title for the PS4.
That's kind of what I was saying. That's the way it looks. The pictures look like something you'd see on the PS4, to be honest with you. Especially if it's being made by an in-house Sony development team.
I keep hearing penis 4 whenever you're saying that. For
Penis.
PS4. Yeah.
Wait till it comes out on the penis 4.
I love the Penis 4.
Cats, are we drinking yet?
Was okay.
I'm eating. Give me like
Penis
5 minutes to
4.
get some food in, and then I'll have a drink.
Ah, fine.
Penis 4 is a whole
They're
new
at the shot until
generation.
Sorry, I'm looking at this college humor thing, and it's amusing me. So let me just zoom in. New warning signs. Touching wires causes instant death. $200 fine.
No, fine.
Well, if you're dead.
No drowning. No! Caution, propellers rip off heads.
Thanks for that.
Oh my god, there's like... I don't know what's going on there. A bull and
Now I know.
a truckosaurus face.
No moose when the truck loses a wheel.
Yeah, it's a transformer. Definitely a transformer.
Danger, keep out, strong... Too late.
But it was too late.
Extreme danger, the drowning machine. What? Sluice gates above, open automatically. Venturing over the fences, risking certain death. Escape is impossible once caught in the whirling water. Keep out.
Well, that's up for me.
Okay. Officer ahead when flashing.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they do that and there's never any
Slow children, 1,000 points.
each. Oh god.
Unstable cliff area. People and dogs have been injured falling from these cliffs. Stay back from the edge.
That's like a goat.
I love how they have the illustrations. If you're unsure what people and dogs look like. Fetch!
Ah,
0 feet, 0 inches, no dive. What? So what is it, a sidewalk?
Yeah, they're in the water.
God. It's just a puddle. Just don't dive in the puddle, alright?
Warning, $500 fine for molesting butterflies in any way. I was not aware that butterfly molestation was such a problem.
Stop looking at the butterflies with molesting look.
I see the way you're looking at that butterfly. Stop it. Cliff area. Keep out. Going beyond this point may result in death and or loss of skiing privileges.
If you don't die, we're not
you're
going to
dead,
do that
and you have no
skiing.
skiing privileges. Give me that skiing card.
Church.
Church. No, you're not doing it right. Tell them Catholics. Church.
Yeah.
That's for
What exactly is that supposed to be?
I will tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. If I found that sign and it was like 3 in the morning, I would steal that fucking sign. That sign would come home to me.
That is Portland.
Yeah,
And that is
great.
traveling over fucking train tracks
Oh my God! Here's another vehicle-destroying beast from hell.
So that would be a moose. Yes.
Please.
Attention!
Attention.
This could happen.
Just so you know,
Moose eat
a
cars.
moose will do that to your car and walk. A moose will do that to your car and walk away. A deer will do that to your car and obliterate itself on your hood.
No.
Those animals are fucking dense. They will just fuck your car.
You're talking to a couple of Canadians, we know.
Who? Which one of you guys are from that snow-covered place? No.
See, what this picture needs is just off in the distance, in the bushes there, should be a moose looking down.
Honestly, I look at that and I just want to go, attention! You're probably going to die from a moose attack.
Oh, from back home here, Cass. No garbage. Litter will be prosecuted.
Fuck you, piece of paper.
So you're arresting the garbage bags, but
Arrest that crumpled up piece of paper.
Give that paper a fine. What the fuck is going on?
Styrofoam container. Warning: Jesus mockers, homos and lesbos, porno perverts, fornicators, drunkards, Roman Catholics, thieves, money lovers, unloving husbands, unsubmissive wives, baby-killing women, adulterers, and Mormons.
I'm like half
God
listening.
will judge you.
Wow, I am so judgmental.
When God judges me, I'm just going to be like, who the fuck are you to judge?
That's quite the protest sign.
Like, excuse me, but where have you been?
Basically, warning everyone who is not the guy holding this sign.
I don't know. I think he likes money.
Oh, here's another the same thing, basically, just more colorfully done. Oh, and lewd women, sports nuts. Sports nuts will be.
Yeah,
judged.
they worship a false idol.
Rebellious women, money
Ooh, I love
lovers,
rebellious
two-faced
women are the
people,
fucking best, dude.
party animals,
Unless they're
false
rebelling against
religions.
No, I'm okay if they rebel against me.
I see they have.
Sorry, go ahead.
I see they have homos, and homos.
Oh.
Why?
Right
That must be
next
San
to
Francisco.
perverts. Yeah. Oh, pot-smoking little devil.
Nice.
And Mormons.
Pencil neck, weak-kneed, gutless men.
Oh, God.
Great. Oh my God. It's like the most dangerous road ever. There could be cows and rocks falling on you if you drive here. And
look at the way the
gigantic
cows
gumdrops.
That's fucking hilarious.
Moo!
Like some rigor mortis cow. It's just like it's just falling out of your car.
Warning, kids like to throw dead cows off of this rock.
Rocks.
It's cow tipping.
No mention of the cows. The cow is just a surprise.
Yep.
Surprise! Fucking cow.
Wow.
Oh my God! There's alligators there.
Right to the alligator's mouth! It's an express line for alligator feeding. The only thing-
Put the
the only
foot
thing-
on this chair with wheels.
Hold on, the only thing that'd be better than that is if it was a baby stroller. Just saying.
Oh my God.
I know, it's like caution what?
There. If you're in a wheelchair, this incline could end in the mouth of an alligator.
Yeah. Park at the bottom of the hill.
So that was warning signs.
I love how it's not just like rolling towards the alligator, it's like speeding towards the alligator's mouth.
Speed lines like, ah! Out of control, no brakes.
This reminds me of that Seinfeld with the used wheelchair.
Or Toonces the driving cat. I still can't believe I remember that.
Oh my God.
Tiny Elvis.
Here we go. In honor of Easter, we have the 19 vintage Easter bunny photos that will make your skin crawl.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
I didn't even get to damn skin. That was a little fast.
Holy
Okay.
Jesus.
I want to give him the foot myself, but whatever.
I was also trying to give him the foot. Oh well. I'll get one. If I get one tonight, I'll be happy.
I'm very addicted to control.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, the Easter Bunny ones. Oh my God, I've seen those.
Oh, dear
Horrifying.
Lord.
I need another beer. I'll be back.
The baby's face is it all.
They're the most horrifying Easter bunnies you've ever seen. Like, they will haunt your nightmares. It just looks so evil.
It's so evil.
Behind that face.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
It's
What was taking
about to eat that child.
Whee!
Happy Easter, Julia!
That just looks like a
This one is
pedophile.
just
Whoa.
creepy.
Excuse me, Mr. Bunny, but everything you're doing is wildly inappropriate.
Is that a carrot in your pocket, Mr. Rabbit?
Yes.
Oh,
Would
God.
you like to nibble
Oh my
on
God,
a
those
bad-
eyes.
Another demonic-looking bunny.
Uh,
Wow.
That one looks like an alien. What
Oh
the
my God. It's like, oh.
reproduced GIMP mask. It makes an excellent Easter Bunny costume.
It's Easter. Bring out the gimp.
Yeah.
It almost looks like Bugs Bunny, like his original look.
This is like, okay, this is just a reused Wolfman costume.
Very creepy.
Look at that.
Those
Oh,
kids
God.
are terrified, and justifiably so.
I'd like to point out that the troll's getting really personal, and if it's someone we know, don't go there. That's not cool. Like, make fun of us, whatever, but don't go there. I'll tell you what right now. All it's going to take is just a few more days. And I'll have the Kiwi set up, and I can ban you permanently based on your IP address. Based on your MAC address, apparently, too.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Fuck you. Stop it.
Yeah, I would go MAC address over IP address.
Probably will.
Why?
Yeah, so it's more, it's computer specific.
There's a line, and you've crossed it.
Yeah.
So.
And by the look on this
Network
thing,
interface specific.
he
That is
definitely has a drinking
Don't.
problem.
I'm totally gonna bring you some chocolates, kid.
Wait, what the fuck? Are those snake tongues coming out of his mouth? Oh, God.
Ah, it's the Cthulhu bunny.
Oh my God.
That has to be an old-timey villain dressed up as a bunny, right?
I will steal you the finest chocolates.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this one just says, is this the unholy offspring of the Easter Bunny and an Ewok? It's got almost no face. What the hell?
I know. Where's the eyes?
It's all fuzzed in.
It's like a beehive with hair and ears.
That bunny has one shady smile on his face.
Hi. I love children.
I don't know, is it just me, or is it some of these just look like humanoid alien bunnies?
That
Yeah,
one just
kind
looks like
of.
It's really high, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Okay, a bunny's face should not be square, first of all.
If you
Hello. I am the bunny.
God.
It just says, if you ever wondered what the Trix bunny would look like if it was part of The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Hell no.
Oh my God.
The eyes are just going in
Christ.
two different directions.
That is horrifying. That
It
is
looks like it
genuinely
belongs in
horrifying.
hell.
It,
It belongs in hell right there.
that is from hell. I'm pretty sure that spells
That is absolutely the bunny from hell.
Yeah. It's more scary than the one from Johnny Darko.
Peter's daughter.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Bunny.
It says, look at this bunny. You know he's plotting to kill Superman.
Bunny.
Like Joker fucking bunny.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Come here!
I
kid really wants
Yeah,
I
to.
that's
like
what watch your
to.
dreams. That's serious.
Oh no! Oh my God, no!
Oh, look at they have a zoom in.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh,
Sweet dreams.
no, no,
It's
no!
like,
that's
I'm gonna
so
have
funny.
fun when you guys are gone.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hide things when you're asleep.
I didn't land any chocolate buddies.
Wow.
Yeah, those
Wait,
are some,
wait.
some
What are you
truly.
gonna hide, and where are you gonna hide them?
You'll find out in the morning.
Those were
Am I gonna have to see a
some-
proctologist afterwards?
Just checking out Tank's 3D printing here. It's shaping out to be a really nice ice cube tray.
Stop moving for a while there.
It doesn't look like an ice cube tray.
Hey, you're just not thinking outside the box as far as ice cube shape goes.
God, I totally thought you were gonna go. Hey, shut up.
Looks like the top of Voltron 5.
Ice cube tray, what now?
It's an ice cube tray
It's gotta be cute.
in the shape of tiny little ice cubes.
I know
Yes.
what you did last Easter.
Hey.
Sure.
Yes.
It's for fucking cards.
That is the largest bottle of pop ever, Stad.
I can make it bigger.
Oh my god, it's growing.
See, now it's out of focus. Because, see, before it was in focus with you. So it looked like it was just ginormous.
Wow.
It's like the cap alone was like almost the size of your head.
A 3-liter cap.
This is a 3-liter. Yeah.
Water. Sparkling water.
Oh, it sparkles.
I really noticed that in the intro to the show, it looks like Tommy Pickles just jizzes all over the camera.
Yep.
That is like really disturbing. Why would you think of it like that?
Because there was a picture that showed it.
Because that's precisely what he does.
He even makes the like noise.
I think you're taking hentai just a little
I
too
think
far.
he's squeezing his bottle at us, but
Oh.
It might be
could be mistaken.
It could the inner thoughts on that. It could mean this. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
No. No.
because of internet.
Because of internet. We are
Because
broken brains now.
Jadzia!
Because reasons.
Welcome, Jadzia.
Oh, Jadzia!
Hold on.
Where is she? Oh, she's
I would
over
just like to announce that the
there. Hi, Jadzia!
Mariners lost their second game to the Marlins today, 7-0. It is official. Our season is over.
2 weeks in,
Why are you talking
season's over.
sports?
Wow.
Confirm.
Sorry.
Can confirm.
I just heard Stout starting to talk about sports, and I just went right unconscious like, immediately.
Can confirm. Sean is a
Saturday
giant.
Night Insanity, always welcoming diverse
It's totally
range of topics.
Like, so today in baseball.
Just wait until I start streaming all of my baseball gaming this year.
On Geeky TV.
And
Yeah,
nobody
you
watches
enjoy
it.
streaming that on your channel by
The only
yourself.
show where the only viewer is you.
I would stream it on Twitch actually. So
Okay, well, you'll get some viewers on Twitch.
yeah,
People telling you how to play the game.
I'd be like, oh fuck you, play it how I want it. And I know they would too. They'd be like, why aren't you playing with this specific? Fuck you.
Yeah. Suck.
I've been playing baseball games for like 15 years.
Do you actually even know how this game is played? Have you ever actually watched baseball or played baseball before?
Do you know what a baseball is?
You seem to not understand the basic concept of
It's
how
like
the
bowling.
game of baseball works.
It's like golf. It's like bowling and golf. It's fun to play, but if you watch it before you shit,
He's like, hey, you just shut up. I get plenty of touchdowns in baseball, okay?
I tell him
I used to
plenty of full field goals.
That's right.
3-pointers.
I used to like playing Atari baseball, where you didn't have to try and swing, and it would just count as a ball.
Yeah, that was actually a ColecoVision.
Or Clico.
That was
Yeah.
the more advanced baseball.
Yeah. You basically just walk the whole team around the bases
You
and
could.
be like up 25-0 in the first inning.
If you just stood there and didn't swing the bat or move or breathe, it would be an automatic ball. Like every time. I discovered that trick, and suddenly nobody wanted to play with me ever again.
Sean's like, I don't have to try.
You see, so you never swing the bat.
You're just
You
like,
just leave the
I'm gonna kick
controller
your ass at
alone.
baseball.
What the hell?
I'm gonna take a nap.
I just put the controller down. Let me know when you finish pitching.
Go make lunch, come back. Well, that's like it's like when I was playing Gran Turismo 3 with Adam's friend Paul, and we had built up a Corvette, like pretty much souped out as much as you could, and we'd also unlocked the high-speed oval.
Okay.
If you won first place, I think the top prize was like 50 grand or 25 grand or
It
something.
was like it was the test track, I think.
Basically, yeah. So all we did was we taped down the X button, and so it would just power through on the straightaways, and then eventually the very gentle corners, it would just kind of glaze off the wall. But we'd be so far ahead of everybody else, even if we'd lose speed, we'd still win. So we did. We like went and made lunch, and we came back, and we were in first place.
It just played itself.
Except one time I did that, and then I came back. I was like, what the hell? The race is still going, and we were in 6th place. And it was like we're on a lap that had been running for like 40 minutes or something like that. What happened was it glazed off just enough. We hit the dividing wall between pit lane and the track.
Oh,
So
no.
I was just sitting there against the wall. Ring!
You've been sitting there for 40 minutes.
Everybody else has already done the
Tires
race.
left.
The audience are going, when is he gonna realize that he hit the wall?
At 200 miles an hour.
I'll just keep my
Come on!
I'll just keep my pedal to the floor. I'll get off this wall eventually.
Because we tested it, and there was on occasion that we'd end up hitting pit lane. And, of course, that slows you down and the other people catch up. But we had so much power, we'd overtake everybody again anyways.
Right.
So it was pretty funny. So we were doing that to, like, get upgrades faster. So we didn't want to sit there through the whole test. Because the test track laps each took, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes or something like that.
Right.
So to do, like, a 5-lap race, we just want to sit there for, like, half an hour.
Right.
So, as Paul said, it's like we basically just put a brick on the gas pedal and just, like, went off to do something else.
Right.
That'll be
Right.
It's funny. We couldn't do that in Stunt Car Racer.
No. Oh, God. Oh, the memories.
Just thinking of the logistics of that, like, who would build a racetrack like this?
How is this possible?
It's basically like a roller coaster, but you would drive on it in a car. And there was no railings or anything, so you'd be going up these huge hills and then fall off. And they would have a crane that would lift you back on the track, which at first you think, oh, okay, that makes sense, lift you up. Then you realize, like, wait a minute, that part of the track is like 300 feet in the air. How big is this crane?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's 400 feet.
Lunar just said, be glad we ain't talking NASCAR. Wow, they're making a left turn.
See, what I need to do is run that through an Amiga emulator and then switch.
Well, I remember
That is actually possible.
one time Sean and I played it. We were just killing ourselves laughing. I think it was the track with the drawbridge.
Oh god, the
And
drawbridge.
so it's basically you would race at it. It was literally this bridge that would just go like like it just kept going up and down.
Yeah.
So if you hit it when it was like maximum up, you would just slam into it. And
You'd just be like
stop
going
there.
straight into a wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could hit it when it was down and it was just like continuing along the track. Well, one time, I don't know how we did it, but we managed to hit it timed just right, that it was on a bit of an incline, but it was on like max incline when we took off from it.
Yeah.
And I think we'd hit the nitro boost as well. So we're just rocketing up this incline, then just up into the air. We just like saw nothing but sky for like almost a full minute.
Yeah.
Just going through the air like that. Eventually the nose starts to tilt down.
Yeah.
And there's just this like tiny track like way in the distance. It's like I think we just went like 1,000 feet in the air.
I know. Shot like several miles into the air.
It was like in orbit.
Okay, we can't let any more people into the chat room because it's starting to get choppy. I think just from the sheer volume of people in here.
Oh, well, I won't be staying long, so.
Okay, that's fine.
But I just wanted to pop in.
That wasn't a slight against you, Jedzia, don't worry.
Better not be. I'll come up to Cannon and strangle your ass.
Damn it, Jedzia comes in and breaks the whole chat room.
Yeah, it's like a female, right?
That's right.
Man, girls ruin everything.
Yeah, we do.
Everything?
We do.
No, not everything.
That's
Just
true.
everything.
It's the power of our boobs. That's what it is. The power of our boobs ruins everything.
Louise!
Yeah, it's the boobs that
Makes the
go.
world go round.
Sure.
Makes the world go round.
Oh, but I've missed you guys. I've missed
Review
the
of
last
boobs.
month, I think, of Saturday Night InSaNiTy. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, well, we skipped last week.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Guys, are we shot ready yet? Fuck.
I'm just gonna ask you, sir. I've got one right here.
Good, where are we shooting to?
Pour me some wine. Perfect.
Me being done school.
Congratulations.
Now, are you completely done, or are you just done for the year?
Done for the year.
Okay.
Oh.
So, how much more schooling do you have?
2 more semesters, it looks like.
Alrighty then. Cheers for done for the year.
There you go.
Cheers.
Woo! Cheers.
Look at Tank and his pretentious fucking wine.
Fuck,
With his
So you're
fucking
drinking
freak.
wine.
it's $3 wine. Fuck off.
Is it in a box, Tank?
I was going to say, do you get to keep the
Scratch
box?
it.
when it
You're not
comes
doing
in?
it right.
There you go.
Does that have a screw
You
top?
No, but it's got the shittiest
Yeah,
fucking pseudo cork ever.
Yay. Pseudo cork? Is it that plastic cork?
Yeah, that stupid rubber crap that like peels on the edges when you try and recork it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Fuck
Or
that shit.
just fucking doesn't come out when you go to pull it out, it just rips the core out. You
So
feel
it's
like, then all your rubber shit falls in, you're like, fuck.
So it's basically like dollar store wine.
There's wine in dollar stores?
Why in the
No, but
dollar
if
store?
there was, it would be
Oh, okay.
wine. Okay, so I'm installing HexChat on the other computer, skin slip. I completely forget how to set this up.
Screen and share so I can tell you.
Oh, well, I can't 'cause it's on the other computer.
Oh, I don't remember the setup.
Awesome.
Wait,
Yay!
You don't really need any plugins, honestly.
So I don't need the HexChat text or HexChat theme manager.
No.
what are you downloading?
HexChat.
Installing text. And don't go on a Merc fucking rant. Fuck off. Anyways,
Merc!
No,
Merc,
no,
Merc, Merc,
no,
Merc, Merc,
okay.
Merc, 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 Merc.
Alright, so I just need the,
America.
Merc!
okay, hold on a second. I'm going to exit out of HexChat over here. So
This
it's
is
not
America, where
conflicting.
we use Merc.
well, it'll just make you sign in under one of your other names, so like Xeranite 2 or whatever.
Okay, it says at least a DLL is missing from my computer.
Yeah, you'll have to probably install. It brings up an installer for you at the end there.
Which DLL?
No, I didn't.
There's a checkbox you had to leave checked to run the Windows support files installer or whatever.
Hold on.
It's normally checked by default, so.
Yeah, it's loud.
I don't care, man. It's cool.
I see a lot of it.
There
on
was
the
no
other
such checkbox.
It didn't open up another install
Oh,
window.
hold on a second. No, I see.
Holy shit, Tank! Tank!
Jesus, Tank!
Thank you. Thank you, Tank.
That is loud.
Chevy Chase.
Well, it's loud because it's 4 feet from the, or 4 inches from the goddamn head. That's why.
Yeah, wow. When it was moving really quickly, it looked like it was literally jiggling back and forth.
Yeah, it was doing the infill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Annoying.
There it is. Oh, it's jiggling back and forth.
See it
Very, very loud.
it
Trey's loud.
traces out the opening and then
Very loud.
What's going on? I'm
you can
confused.
see it's back and forth. Is it still on that mic? It should have switched.
Yeah, it's not on that mic anymore.
Oh, God,
I don't know
really?
why they're saying it's really
Rob
loud.
Jensen says, been browsing Amazon and eBay, and the studios are going crazy with those comic book art Blu-ray steelbooks. They're starting to release the Bourne movies now.
Oh, Lord.
Crazy. I was never wild about those to begin with, to be honest.
Because they're poorly edited films.
Huh? No,
Exactly.
I'm not talking about the Bourne movies.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the comic book art steelbooks.
Oh, yeah, I'm not really a fan of those either.
Yeah.
I want the King Kong one, but just because I'm a King Kong guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have every other goddamn edition, so I might as well have that one too.
Speaking of
There you
poorly
go.
edited, I found out today that the new Tourist Trap Blu-ray release apparently is missing 5 minutes of playtime,
What?
and the transfer is no better than a DVD.
That's
Like,
because
what?
it's. Oh, I wonder why. Because it's probably because it's from fucking Full Moon. And they didn't do anything. Yeah. So I'm not buying it. I have it on DVD. I'm good.
What is it?
We're a
Tourist
trap slasher film.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good one. But
Yeah, I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll take that off my wish list.
yeah, the DVD's cheaper. Still has the same problems, but at least it's like $6 or whatever.
Yeah, it saves you some money.
Yeah.
Now, if it were a situation where the movie was only available on DVD in like full screen or something, then I'd be like, maybe get the Blu-ray. If it's in widescreen.
Roberto posted his weekly copy for the Facebook post of Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Says, if you detest Google Plus, have an undying hunger for ketchup chips, and or think the Dark Knight trilogy was meh, okay, then you, sir or madam, have come to the right place. Pull up a chair and enjoy the insanity that occurs on Saturday night.
Huh.
Yeah, we all love or hate Google Plus. That's why I built an entire fucking video network based off of it. God. I know you hate it, Sean. That's right.
The Hangouts are fine. I don't
Well,
have a
it's
problem with
this
the
was
Hangouts.
Skype.
It's just,
Better than Skype, yeah.
yeah, it's definitely better than Skype. But no, it's the rest of Google Plus that I don't like.
Right. Oh, I agree. Like, I don't like the social media part of it either. At all.
Yeah,
I still don't know how it fucking works, and I don't care.
It looks nice, but it's kind of useless. It's like, and nobody uses it.
We get a lot of people liking all my shows on Google Plus. I get shared all the time on Google Plus.
Yeah, so do I. Actually, there are people using it, so okay, fine.
I noticed there's more people promoting on it than there are actually using it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's being used for marketing more than anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't mind. It's not just another permanent copy for someone to find my video on, you know?
Yeah, the only time mine ever gets used
I'm
is when
okay
I
with
upload a video to YouTube. That's about it. Which I haven't
What?
done that in about 2 weeks.
What?
The only time my Google Plus page gets used is when I
Alright.
upload a video to YouTube, and that's about it. And I haven't done that in 2 weeks, so
Yes.
I'm so behind.
I uploaded 2 this week, both package openings.
I know, I commented on your last one.
You do?
Ugh.
I'm so excited to see Coma, because I love that one.
Oh, Coma. Yeah, I did. I did.
just said that too. Like, oh yeah, come on, I remember that. We were talking about that.
It was cool.
Yeah.
The remake was okay, but I like the older one better.
Which
Duncan
one?
Large in the chat.
Which one?
The remake was okay,
Of what?
but the original was better.
Coma.
The remake.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a remake. Actually, no, I think I did know there was a remake.
Yeah, it's a TV miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has Gina Davis in it.
I love Gina Davis though.
I did too. I watched Thelma and Louise for the first time. Was it last night?
Not for a while.
Not
You're in love
last.
with her now, aren't you?
I just
am.
wanted to put my lips on her lips.
I just want to be the guy that treats her right.
I just want to put my lips on her lips. She has amazing lips.
It is.
Oh, weird.
I think after I'm done with Mads Mikkelsen, I'll go to Gina Davis.
You know, there's that song about Betty Davis eyes.
Gina
It
Davis.
should be Gina Davis lips. Yeah.
I was thinking that actually
Gina Davis
a long
lips.
time ago. That's not.
Fuck, you're gonna have to hear that song now. Not Gina Davis lips.
But you'll be hearing Gina Davis lips.
Yeah, pretty much.
They sing the chorus. No, the Photo Bucket newsletter is not junk. Oh, I got a
So what's
bunch.
everybody doing for Easter?
Dinner with my girlfriend's folks tomorrow.
I will be filming Rosie hunting for Easter eggs and stuff.
I will be
Actually-
going to a family barbecue answering awkward questions about where I'm going in my life from people that I don't see all year.
Yay!
All day, and then when I get home, I probably get something really nice.
But I get free food, so.
I will be
That's
sitting
all
here on
that
the computer surfing Reddit all day.
Well, there you go.
Actually, Sean,
Hmm?
you know what I think of when I think of Betty Davis eyes is I think of the 7-Up commercial with Pac-Man with the very obvious rip-off of that song.
But the very obvious what?
The very obvious rip-off of Betty Davis eyes.
Oh, yeah.
With Pac-Man guzzling 7-Up every 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the ones I found, I think, wasn't it? On one of my tapes?
Yeah.
Somewhere? Or
Yeah.
I'd gone kind of crazy downloading video game commercials. It was a mix of those and ones I got.
Yeah, you put it on a disc for me, I think, or something.
Yeah, I remember the one you mean now. Good stuff.
I have to figure out where I'm going to put my new X-Files box set. Because I have no room on my shelf. And sadly, we're probably going to have to go into storage. That makes me sad. But oh well, they won't get watched until I get a region-free player anyways.
You play them on your computer.
Stout is playing Infamous Second Son right now.
Yep.
I know because Facebook told me. Facebook snitched on you, Stout.
Excellent.
Oh, and he's making no secret of it. We can see his screen. Never mind.
Yep.
So I was participating in the chat while looking for interesting things to share.
He's snitching on himself. Wow, that's it.
Right.
That's it. That's
Oh,
a new
meta.
level of snitching.
That's right. Snitchception.
You.
Yeah.
Horn.
There it is, finally. I was waiting for the last night's group viewing to show up so I could put the thumbnail on it. It doesn't let me do that until it finishes processing the video.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It is stupid. You should be able to do it as soon as you go offline.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll implement that eventually.
It's a server farm. I mean, like, it's taking so freaking long.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're all using really old, outdated systems because they're efficient and cheap.
Uh-huh.
Just a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
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 Yep.
Uh-huh. Ring. Uh-huh. Ring. Really?
Horn.
The only one
Really?
who remembers that. I'm the only one.
Of course, I remember the aliens from that.
Oh, okay, well, see, at least one person remembers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It just sounds
Some of the
like
rest of
them.
They thought they thought the
Oh.
telephone was the intelligent life here on Earth.
Cat. Cat.
Cat.
Meow.
Meow. Oh.
Well,
Whoa.
yes. The cat is the most intelligent life on Earth. We can talk about it.
And the cat came back the very next day.
It did.
Cat
Came back.
came back.
I thought he was a goner.
They thought he was a goner. Yeah.
But the cat came back.
He just couldn't stay away.
Yeah.
Away.
Oh my
He
god.
must have gotten hungry.
God. I need like figure that as sung by Fred Penner.
It was the black fly. The little black fly. Always the black fly. No matter where I went. Nobody knows.
No, I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Can I just say that is like the most depressing, ridiculous kids song?
Which
You
one?
know, it's like no, an old lady who swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Teaching kids.
Most
why.
like
It's
lullaby
about-
songs
die.
are super depressing.
Hmm.
Generation of kids going outside in the summer like,
Well, what about Go Tell Aunt Rhody? Go Tell Aunt Rhody. The old gray goose is dead. The goslings are crying because their mother's dead.
Why are those poor kids littlest? Oh, sorry.
I'm pretty sure it goes through the whole process of rigor mortis over the course of the song and decomposition.
I love how we're so concerned about kids playing on like a wooden play structure, and yet we have these songs we're singing to them.
These morbid songs.
Ashes, we all fall down. From the plague because we're dying.
That's right.
Like, God. God. I miss the old play structures in the playgrounds.
All the,
I do
the
too.
wood and metal.
Yeah, you know, tetanus-inducing metal, sliver-producing wood.
But you
That's
still
the way to do it.
you still see metal around. You don't see the wood so much anymore.
No.
It's mostly metal, plastic.
Old big
Well,
line
Well,
toys.
yeah, then they made them of plastic, and then the problem was all that shit came from China, so that
Yeah.
load EPA and whatever, so now they tore all those down.
Lead-based paint.
Yeah.
Well, that and people would set them on fire.
And then, well, and then the wood shavings instead of gravel.
Yes.
Actually, I do see some playgrounds still have gravel.
I'm sorry, but, you know, gravel scrapes on your skin and slivers build character.
I was happy to see that the playground at Rosie's school, all the playgrounds there have gravel.
Mm.
It's like, good.
Well, it's fine in IMO, they can't afford to do with anything else.
My old elementary school,
Wood shavings, yeah.
my
Our
old
local
elementary school
playground
sported.
is not, like, they use sand. It's nothing but a big sand bomb. Like, really?
I was just gonna say, yeah, my old elementary school was asphalt and sand. Asphalt, sand.
Yeah, sand was very common. in my day.
The tower of
Oh,
monkey
fun.
bars that were obviously just welded together. Open hole pipes that were just welded together, and railroad ties for balance beams. And giant solid wood walls for playing backboard that we just slammed into
Awesome.
because of reasons.
See, Sean and I, when we grew up, we had this legend. Well, like, yeah, no, I guess it would have been for you as well. You would have still about that age. Bishop's Cross Park
Yes.
in Thornhill.
Mother
Let's see if I can find it. Somebody's got to have a picture of it.
They had a playground. It was all wood and metal and like trash cans that looked like little robots. The whole thing was this massive interconnected space station. It was awesome. And it had like a bouncy bridge on it, and it had like climbing ropes and slides and ladders, and it had like a cockpit with steering wheels, and it was just awesome.
We had
Yeah,
one
and there was
like
like
a
a bridge you
giant
could
dragon.
the other part, and it was like way up in the ground, off
Yeah.
the ground rather.
We had the structure of the giant dragon with a slide down his tail, and then like they had like a castle, and like it was fucking cool.
And
it's all gone.
Also at Bishop's Cross Park, there was a smaller playground that was made up of the pirate ship.
That's cool too.
Yeah, the pirate ship and the space station.
Now
And
it's all.
they're all gone.
Mine was
rusty playground equipment. Damn it.
I would go and play there even when I was still like a teenager and like technically too old to be playing on it, just because it was such a fucking cool playground.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great. And then there was a Harvey's right there too, so we'd go to Harvey's.
That's true.
A little convenience store run by a cranky Chinese lady.
Always a crank.
It's like everywhere in Thornhill was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I know what story I have to tell.
It's amazing how our lives grow.
She received a Honda Patel.
So you had your own cranky Chinese lady when you were
Which
a kid.
actually Sean is misquoted. But anyway, so here's the story.
Oh, okay.
So we had this Max convenience store within easy biking distance of our house. And so I used to go down there and, like get basically, I think they're called Frosters there, the equivalent of Slurpees.
Yeah, same thing, different name.
Yeah.
And like a small then was like 96, 97, was like 49 cents or something like that.
Mm.
So I think it was like 53 with the sales tax, and it was a good, it was a good size for, especially when you're a kid, for like carrying on your bike or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like the first day of spring, and I decided, I'm going to go down and get a Slurpee. And so I like literally counted out the change. It was, I think, 53 cents with tax or something like that.
Like you knew exactly how much it was.
Oh, because I bought so many the summer before, right? So I knew, like, a small was 53 with tax, a large I think was 85 with tax, and I just knew, right?
Yeah.
So I brought the exact change I needed, and I went and, I went to get my Slurpee and that. And this was my first lesson with inflation. Because I went and she goes and she brings it up, and now it was like 74 cents or something like that. And so I was just like, I don't have enough. And she's like, why did you fill it up? And I'm like, Meanwhile, there's like some, I don't know, 40-year-old guy behind me who's just like all,
the 20 cents,
all 20 cents, right? So they literally just bought it for me, basically. I was like, thank you. We all lived in fear of her, like all my friends and I.
Yeah.
She was so crazy. Like, if you spent too long in the store, she would yell at you.
Yeah.
To hurry up or whatever. Because she wouldn't want to, she was basically complaining because she couldn't go in the back to do anything she needed to do because she figured we'd just case the place.
Uh-huh.
In the back run! Grab like chips, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that sounds like my cranky Chinese lady. She was same thing. It's like she was really bitchy to us all the time, no matter what we were doing. She was just really cranky. Except this one day when she was like really happy and friendly and like joking around, and it unnerved us. We're like, why is she so happy? She's never like this.
You out. The fact that she's being nice. Like, wow.
I mean, looking back,
trying to lure us.
She must have had her, biannual sex night with her husband. But that's the only explanation I can think of. Wow. But it was really, really weird.
That's like when I was in high school. I had a male PE teacher and a female biology teacher. They were married. And so it'd be really funny because he was always really cranky, the PE teacher, who just like his default position was grouchy.
Yeah.
So it'd be really funny. It'd be really funny because there were actually some days on schedule. There's one day I think in the 6-day rotation I had PE and bio back to back.
Yeah.
So you'd have PE and he's in a really good mood. You'd have bio, she's in a really good mood. And like, that little plaza by Bishop's Cross was great because there was a Baskin Robbins there too.
That's right.
We used to go to the summertime.
Hasty Market, that's what it was called.
Yes, Hasty Market.
Hasty Market was the convenience store, and then they had the Harveys.
Yeah.
Right there.
Mine, when I was growing up, just down the street. I grew up down the street from my elementary school, so it was really like a 3-minute bike ride and access to the school park. but on the way there was a little corner store. It was called Oshavon's, and it was run by this little Mexican guy, and nicest guy in the world. He had what was it, like 40-ounce Pepsis. You can actually get, like, he had a fountain machine, and you can actually fill up a 40-ouncer, and it was like 69 cents.
Wow.
Yeah. I contribute that to now the fact that I have IBS, and I pretty much fucked my body when it become. I drank way too much Pepsi by the time I turned 13. Yeah, when you have 40 ounces available for under $1 for most of your life.
Yeah.
And
the overindulge.
And the supersized packs, they're the ones with 4 Reese's cups in them.
Yeah.
For like $1. Yeah.
A little bit too much there.
A little bit much. But yeah, good old Osha.
Hey, you guys are making me hungry. Stop it.
Like the corners of my ass.
And
Duncan's here, and he's talking about tea. Big surprise.
No,
the plaza I frequented more was actually the one over across from Thornlea. Because that one had the Food Basics grocery store, which there are all sorts of little snacks I get in there. That one I remember had the 3-liter RC Cola for 91 cents at the plaza. There were tax in there.
RC Cola is the nastiest drink ever.
I just call that remote controller.
Remote controller. It's like an RC car, but cola.
I never liked RC. I bought it in...
I drank it because it was cheap.
Yeah, I got it because it was cheap, and I think the other colas were unavailable that day or something.
Isn't that the only reason why people drink RC is because
I think so,
yeah, but even as a mixer, I thought it was really just,
Make everything taste.
I only crack it once in a blue moon if it just happened to be there. I guess I'd drink it, but otherwise I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Royal Crown.
You were looking for the purple stuff, and then you found the InSaNiTy.
Hey, InSaNiTy, alright.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I see what you did there.
If you ever notice that one kid in the commercials, he's like,
ooh, InSaNiTy.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I'd be all about the purple stuff, man. Fuck InSaNiTy. Oh, you say purple stuff?
Is it fizzy?
That's great drink.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I really liked the Crush drinks. I liked the grape Crush and the orange Crush.
Yeah.
Those were probably my favorites as a kid.
I liked Sunkiss orange better than Crush, but I loved Crush grape, honestly.
It was kind of the same thing with ice cream. Like the Dickie D would come by with the ice cream thing, and I get the vanilla cream filled ones that were like grape or orange on the outside, like a soft popsicle, and then the cream filling. And I always liked those. I remember one time I bought one, and I forget what it was. I got it. I was in trouble for something, and I think it was I wasn't allowed to get ice cream, or I was told not to, but I did anyway. So I got my grape ice cream, and my dad made a point of taking it away from me and crushing it right in front of me. I remember seeing it just like squishing through his fingers, and I was just like,
parenting.
no!
Holy shit.
Why so mean?
I don't know.
Punch him in the dick.
My favorite were push-up pops as a kid. And that explains so much.
It was an uncharacteristically dramatic thing for my dad to do. He wasn't usually that dramatic. He was, disciplined.
I was all about the
one.
Rocket Pops.
Yeah. Oh, the Rocket Pops. Those are good too.
White and red.
Blue here goes, it's a Dr. Pepper machine. No, wait, it's a Mirage. It's an RC Cola machine.
I remember the Dickie D machine.
Jingy, 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 jingy.
Yeah, the little ding ding ding. You hear the bells, you're like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah. Ice cream!
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine when I was little. His dad worked part-time in the freezer section at the local grocery store. So he'd come home with bags of the most expensive ice cream they sold. Those fucking Velvet Dove ice cream bars. Those ones were like, it was, they were chocolate coated and they had like, what kind of ice cream was it? It was like green. But, it was like really velvety smooth. And just fucking things were like, even back then, for like 1995, like one ice cream bar was like $4.
I want ice cream.
Yeah, the Rockets were
Fortunately, I have ice cream. I'm going to go get ice cream.
I'm trying to remember what it is. I believe the ice cream was pistachio.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Don't quote me on that. but yeah, we get all
Garbage Gamer said it was pistachio.
Go sit in a corner. But
sit in the corner.
I just remember, that whole time that it happened because when we were getting these bags of just like really expensive ice cream, Survivor was debuting on TV.
Wow.
That's the only thing I remember about it. Is that
like 2001 or something.
Oh no, it's way before that because I was watching in California and I moved out here to Ohio in late '99, 2000. So it was like 98, 99.
Wow.
Survivor's that old already, Jesus. Man, that's such a bummer.
That was the first time that I was getting old when I was actually able to reminisce about prices.
Like I said, we are actually old enough to reminisce when gas prices were below $1 a gallon.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like in 2000 or so. That was like an awesome year.
Well, it's liters for us, but I remember summer of '97. I remember my dad complaining how gas prices had gone up and saying, "Oh, they're just trying to get all the tourists, but we have to pay the price." And all of a sudden, he was complaining about it being 62.9 a liter. This is cents per liter. I should point out I just filled up at 138.9, and that was with a discount.
Yeah, I have video of when we took a trip to Biltmore, and that was in 2002. And in the video, we were in the car, and I can hear my dad talking to my mom, and my dad was rambling on about something, but he mentions about the gas. He sees a gas sign, and he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "Look at that! It's $1.30." He goes, "That is starting to rise a little bit." And I'm like, this was 2002.
Yeah,
and it was only $1.30. Like I said, I filled up my car last Sunday for $3.40 a gallon, and that was like the cheapest in the area.
It's $3.69 here. Ridiculous.
Yeah, usually here, if you just don't care about price, you just go to the nearest gas station. It hovers between $3.60 to almost $4 a gallon.
Alright.
That's cute. It's $4.39 here.
Yeah, he's saying just not that long ago, like 10 years ago, and it just barely crested over $1. And it's risen almost $3 in 10 years.
Yep.
Well, I remember in Washington State, even in 2004, when it was maybe mid-2s, something like that. Like in Blaine, it would be like $2.75 a gallon or something like that.
Yeah.
That was back when gas was reaching the ungodly 90 cents per liter in Vancouver, so I would cross down into Washington State to refuel. That was when I lived over on the mainland.
Yeah.
But the other weird one for me getting old, this is always a bit more me being a car guy, but still, is seeing cars that I distinctly remember, like seeing the advertisements and stuff when they were new, when they had like just come out, and seeing those same cars on like $500 lots now.
I know, right?
It's so weird. Like I distinctly remember, like,
oh, excuse me.
My mom would. God.
He heard
Not
himself.
even here, and he still has to hijack
He's
my
getting
story.
ice cream. What the fuck?
What
And
happened?
he was talking about Rosie, right? I guess the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yep. But yeah, like I remember
That sounded bad. I hope it wasn't.
my mom would take her car in for service, and like I'd go in the showroom, and and like all the sales guys knew me because I was such a car nut, right? So, I would just go and sit in something, and get a brochure or something like that. So like I distinctly remember sitting in like the Ford Contour when it was a brand new car. It was a new concept that just come to life, and yeah, you find those for like under $1,000 now.
Yep. I remember walking through the car lot and sitting in the front seat of a bright green Geo Tracker.
Ah, yes. We used to often, like, if they had to keep my mom's car overnight, we used to get a Mercury Topaz as, like, the service loaner. And I remember it was such a cool thing when they got Mystiques, when they upgraded their fleet. It's like, oh my god, it's just like modern car.
Is he alive? Because he said, and that was it.
He's fine.
No, he's dead.
Making noises, he's fine.
I call his keyboard stand.
But,
I call his movie collection.
Shit! He
Call
said it
camera.
first. What? Oh,
I
it doesn't
call
matter.
that old crappy CRT monitor there in the background. See that? I call that.
Okay.
the Chevy Suburban.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's all I'm going to say about that.
well unfortunately, I have to go because I have work in the morning, and tomorrow's going to be a sucky day.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hasta luego, folks.
Bye.
Deuces, bro.
Bye.
The only thing I'm looking forward to tomorrow is free hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad,
Being mortified.
and yeah, no.
You should tell me to do porn.
What?
Tomorrow night for dinner, I get ham, scalloped potatoes, and yams.
You tell me to do the extreme gagging porn, you know, the ones where you throw up afterwards? Or
Yeah,
on
no,
dude's
no.
cock, and they'll stop asking questions real quick.
That would not go over very well.
Yeah, whatever.
That would
Okay.
not go very well.
You only see
That
what's
would
here.
actually draw more attention to me.
Duncan goes, I drive a Hyundai Getz. Silence.
Blue said, what do you think about
That's
that?
what you think. It's like whatever you drive, Hyundai gets.
It's like a...
Huh. I believe my response would be, huh. Okay.
I drive the wonderful 20-footer known as the white Toyota, 96 white Toyota Tercel.
Pluto asked me, what are my thoughts on Buick LeSabres?
Those are cars? No, I'm kidding.
Well,
LeSabres?
I'm reminded of the Top Gear US special when they were desperately trying to find a car for under $1,000. And Jeremy Clarkson's on the phone with May, and he says, I'm looking here at a Buick LeSabre, and James just goes, God, don't.
Oh,
I
man.
actually have a Buick Regal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, grandson.
I like some of those old GMs in kind of a nostalgic sort of way now, but I have to acknowledge it's very much a look in the past through rose-colored glasses sort of things, because it's not the sort of cars you would have looked at when they were new, like that I would have looked at to buy. But for kind of a retro factor, maybe, but...
It's called Chocolatey Explosion.
You apparently hurt yourself while getting it.
Yes, it's chocolate with fudge swirls and chocolate chips. So what had happened was, while I was over there, I put away the rest of my leftover steak dinner.
Right.
So the saran wrap I keep in a cupboard above the sink. So I took it out and I wrapped everything up, and then I went to take a piss. And I came back and forgot that I had left that door of the cupboard above the sink open.
Oh, no.
So I'm like looking down at something, and then look up and
Crap.
bang, corner right into my head.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
The corner.
Always the corner.
I know, it's never an edge, you know. It'd be like, ow! Oh, that was annoying.
I hate doing it on the freezer door.
Or just the
Oh.
flat, like funk. Oh. Oops.
That hurts, but not nearly as much as the stabby points.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is when you like throw something that it's kind of like long and it just bounces and like hits you right in the gooch. Like, oh, didn't plan that out. Oh, gooch stab.
Like just Duncan adds to it, just saying he goes, I went to drive. Wait for it. A Prius. He goes, more silence. He goes, but during that silence, Duncan Large is spending much less on petrol. But yeah, I drive the Tercel on occasion now. When I drive back and forth to work, actually is a '99 Saturn.
That's not bad.
What did you
A
sell?
nice.
Not real well as well.
It's a you're doing all right car.
Saturns are the most fucking stupidly put together vehicles ever. Having owned one, and having to literally take the mechanic to replace the tail light because the entire fucking rear assembly has to come off. Fuck that shit.
They're also among some of the more
To
stupid
change the oil, you have
cars.
to remove the the right front tire?
What?
You have to remove the right front tire to change the oil.
Yes, you do.
One of my favorites.
Wow.
One of my
This
favorites was a
Saturn's
Pontiac.
naming convention sucks.
Well,
I was
the
just
SL
gonna say-
and, like it makes sense.
I was just going to say that reminds me of the Nokia N-Gage gaming system, where you had to completely disassemble the thing to change the cartridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they decided to
I
put the
remember how
cartridge
loved
slot.
those were at West.
They had to put the cartridge slot behind the battery.
Yes.
What?
Dumbest shit ever.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Right?
Yes, and what people called the taco phone.
And at no point did anyone in the design phase ever think, that might not be such a good idea. No, it went right through and it was released that way.
They were rushed.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is
There's an article out there somewhere about the design process of that and how they literally were given like half the time, and then right after they were like, oh, by the way, we're giving you half the time scale. We're actually going to push that up 4 more months. You're like, what? It's like fuck. So they were
rushed, so they just couldn't wait to fail.
actually it was not the design of the console or the games or the fan base that killed the console.
Mm-hmm.
It was the owner. It was the owner of the company that killed the console.
Mm.
All of the funding that went towards market development and mass production of the N-Gage was funded by mobster money. He was actually caught and arrested. When this was found out, he was arrested in his red Corvette and pulled over and sentenced. And the company was shut down and everything, and the money was confiscated. And this whole big old long story. So
Yep.
that was pretty much the death of the N-Gage right there. Was the fact that he was using mob money to fund it.
It didn't have enough time to get any foothold or anything. They just went.
Mm-hmm. That's what some
They did
people were
release-
saying.
They did release a version 2, which kind of fixed the cartridge issue.
But that's what they were saying. It was just a poor platform. The games, on the other hand, I actually heard some pretty good reviews on several of the games. One of them being a we will now never really know because it was only released for the N-Gage in limited quantity.
Mm-hmm.
A bridge story between the last PS1 Tomb Raider game to the first PS2 Tomb Raider game. And it was only on the N-Gage. And they said, actually, if it wasn't for that weird perspective and the fact that it was on an N-Gage, it was actually a really good game. And there was a really good Need for Speed game as well. It's another one of those really good games made on a bad platform. Yep. So,
It happens.
Yeah.
This is really good ice cream.
Want to share with the rest of us, Sean?
No, it's my ice cream.
Is it Tillamook
No,
ice cream?
you have to share.
Fuck you and your Tillamook.
It's not Tillamook, it's crap.
No.
I agree.
Well, we don't have
Stout out
that
of
here,
nowhere.
so.
Stout's
Yeah.
retarded fanboy. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, We don't have Tillamook here in the South, so shove it.
We don't have
can't get Tillamook there.
we don't have Tillamook ice cream down here, but we have Tillamook cheese.
On a random occasion, the
See
local
what
grocery
we-
store will have Tillamook cheese, but that's really about it.
We have Armstrong cheese here.
Mm.
We have Kraft, Borden's, Cracker Barrel,
Cracker Barrel.
Mhm.
and Cabot.
How about
and-
Black Diamond?
Send me some maple syrup.
No,
Maybe that's
Cabot
what it
is fucking awesome though.
The most popular brand out here is Sargento.
We have
Sargento.
Sargento.
Oh, we have that here. I
Yeah.
get the shredded cheese of that for nachos and stuff.
Yeah, Sargento. I love the slogan. Persnickety people, great cheese.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's like persnickety. Who fucking uses that word?
I've used that
Yeah,
word
we
on
have
occasion.
Sargento here, but I
It's a
never.
great word.
I think the only time I ever get Sargento cheese is like the deli sliced cheeses if they're on sale. That's about it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is they have the shredded cheese, like nacho cheese and double cheddar and stuff like that, and that goes on sale here occasionally, literally for like less than half price at Shoppers Drug Mart of all places. So, and it goes on sale there frequently, so that's where I usually get my shredded cheese.
So Destiny.
It goes on sale, and I get Shoppers Optimum points by buying them there.
Destiny, actually, compared to the Game Gear, the N-Gage died off. We had a Virtual Boy, lifestyle, pretty much. It lasted less than a year. Had just a handful of games that came out for it, then it just died. The Game Gear lasted many years, had tons of games made for it, and it had a pretty well-established fan base.
Oh yeah, the Game Gear did pretty well.
I never got to get a Game Gear. I always had the only ones I had was a Game Boy and a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance.
See, one of the Game Gear's initial big selling points was it was the only handheld that was in color at the time.
Yeah.
The only time I ever touched a Game Gear was at the dentist.
It was a It was a handheld Sega Master System.
Basically, yeah.
Didn't you have to have a shit ton of batteries?
Then the Atari
for it?
Lynx came out.
I still thought the coolest thing was, I had a friend who was really, really one of those. Everybody's had that stupidly rich friend who had everything when you were little.
Mhm.
I had a friend who had a Sega Nomad.
Wow.
And for people who don't know what the Nomad is, pretty much the Nomad was the first ever portable version of a full-blown game console. It was a portable Sega Genesis. It played full-blown cartridge Genesis games you plugged into the top. You used
Awesome.
to bring it on the bus.
We also used to eat batteries like nobody's business.
Oh, I
just
can
like
imagine,
game-
yeah.
You got 3 hours of game time on 6 AA batteries.
Crap.
Yeah.
That's not
It's a
bad.
good thing these things also came with wall warts.
My
Handheld
friend,
consoles that were not good for outside.
my friend
Yeah.
actually had a Wonder Swan.
First one.
The Bandai Wonder Swan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking stupid fucking
Did
console.
anyone know anyone that had an Apple?
Yeah, there's a lot of handhelds that a lot of people didn't know about, or that just it went under the radar because it wasn't really mass advertised. Duncan just mentioned one, the Neo Geo Pocket,
Yep.
Yeah.
the Pocket and the Pocket Color. It wasn't until I saw a review of the Neo Geo Pocket version of Metal Slug that I knew it even existed, and that was actually the first time I'd ever seen Metal Slug. Was the Pocket version.
I really want to get a with the Super Boy, the Super
Or Super Nintendo.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo handheld.
Yeah.
I want one of those so bad.
It doesn't play certain games. It's a SNES on a chip, so.
Oh really?
Yep. Can't play
Oh.
Star Fox because the FX chip.
Oh, I
of
didn't
games.
know that. Okay.
Yep, that's the problem with a lot of emulators. That's why the Retron 5 is such a big deal, is because it's supposed to fix all those problems.
Mm-hmm.
And that's never happened before. And we're
They're not trying to do just straight system on a chip anymore. They're actually going for cartridge-based emulation, which is pretty much clearing a lot of those issues of the whole Super FX and FX2 chips that were on games like Star Fox and what is that? Something Kart Racer. Oh fuck! What was it called? That Goofy 3D Kart Racer, where the little NASCAR had eyeballs.
Can't we just write like a little translation library though?
But
It's not like those chips are complex.
But yeah, they're running a game console. Novel idea, running a game console off of the Android operating system.
Yeah.
No one's doing that.
Amazon. I mean, and you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a Mad Catz machine too.
Who the hell are they?
Yeah, the Mojo. Well, there's several.
Alright, guys. Well, it's my bedtime. If I'm gonna get up enough time to defend my life to other people. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
Alrighty. Have a good night,
guys.
Jadzia.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, man.
That's a good point, Duncan. He said, I first got a Game Boy, but always desired to get an Atari Lynx. Because back then, the battery life of the Lynx really let it down. Funny how these days my 3DS can't manage more than 4 hours. Battery life is much less of an issue now that everything is rechargeable.
That's true.
Now that we got built-in, rechargeable lithium-ion or lithium polymer batteries, really getting 4 hours of game time is much of a non-issue. Especially now when we got consoles with standby modes that you can play for a couple hours and then just close the lid, it goes into standby, and you can save your battery instead of having to fully turn the system off every time.
So I just saw a really funny picture here. It says, my boss told me, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Now I'm sitting in a disciplinary meeting dressed as Batman.
Nice. Very nice.
Alright, I think I've... Fuck!
You think you fucked?
Yes.
Whoa, did I just get laid?
Fuck! There we go. Okay, I think that's good. Alright. I am exiting Hex Chat and re-entering Hex Chat.
The reason why you're switching computers?
Yes. Yeah, I found all the settings, I think. See if this works. Good so far. Yay! Woohoo!
Da 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 da.
There we go. So now run that over there and run this chat over here. I just thought it's one less thing to be running.
Okay.
Thus keeping the stream going nice and smooth.
That's gonna. I'm just saying it's not gonna affect the stream at all.
Actually, I noticed an improvement already.
No, good. doesn't actually use that much bandwidth at IRC.
Cool. Google does though.
Stuff.
Well then, who killed the chat?
It's all your fault, Sean.
Jedzia when she left.
All I did was go and get ice cream.
The boobs left, we're screwed.
Yeah.
I can get more boobs.
I'm just really tired.
I have
I haven't been
boobs.
able to stay up so late, so staying up late is just a struggle now. I had to
You
eat.
guys really want boobs? I have boobs.
I had to eat a whole thing of shrimp cocktail just to stay awake.
Oh, is that your excuse for eating shrimp cocktail now?
It keeps me awake.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
So how's your game, Stout?
I've already beaten it. I'm just basically doing random missions to like complete it.
Awesome.
That's why I decided to play it, because I was like, well, I can have and do this thing done.
I'm almost done with Kills on Shadowfall.
Dean says no. I joined. Happens a lot. That's what killed the chat.
I like doing that with certain games. Like I'll do multiple save points because there's certain missions I'll actually like to play again.
Yeah.
I remember the one in Vice City. I think was like that was the mission where it was literally your mission to smash all the windows in the mall.
Oh, of course. I know all about you and smashing windows.
I don't know what it is. It's not like I was ever a vandal at any point, but I just
No.
I escape in video games.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I like to smash windows in video games too.
All the windows.
It's just so satisfying. Smash! Tinkle, 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 tinkle.
Yeah. Well, like playing GoldenEye, I remember there were like the levels like in offices or whatever, and you could break all the windows.
Well, see, I would like taking the rocket launcher into the mall. You just fire it into one of the stores and smash! Just take out all the windows immediately.
And I love that. And then you get 2 stars when they set off the panic alarm, and then you just change clothes, and then it's instantly fine.
Because you're someone different.
And you just go into.
we thought you were the guy.
You just go into a clothes store and get some more clothes.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, Cass, have you played Goat Simulator yet?
I haven't, no.
Holy shit.
It's too resource heavy on my computer for some reason.
But, Cass...
What?
I played it at 5 frames a second. You can probably do better than that.
Played what?
Goat Simulator at 5 frames a second because the computer's shit.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it was still fun though.
Oh.
Literally, I had to like tap forward to go up like the spiral staircase to get to the tower. Just ever so slightly tap it, just so I wouldn't accidentally walk off the edge because it was so slow at updating the screen.
Yeah, mine on the absolute lowest quality settings, I was getting about 1 frame every 2 or 3 seconds.
Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, you were like me. Okay. You still
And
play
it was apparently using over 1 million kilobytes of RAM or whatever.
How?
Gig of RAM.
So 1 gig.
Yeah.
How much? Like, how old is your computer?
Hmm?
How old is your computer?
2011.
Oh.
Was it a budget one in 2011?
Yeah, and I got it recently because it was a display model.
Gotcha.
Hence why the
Remember
computer
because his
fell off.
laptop was having issues?
Yeah.
Hey, at least he can use the computer. It's better than nothing. That's what I'm looking at here, you know.
Yeah, eventually once I have a permanent place, this will be my, going to travel or just kind of sitting on the couch computer, and I'll build up a proper desktop probably.
Good plan.
For when I want to actually do gaming and whatnot, and whatever components Stout used, I'll obviously make sure not to use.
Hey, Eric is basically...
Except I did my build right the first.
Yeah, exactly.
interesting. In Germany, they released the original He-Man cartoon on Blu-ray. Now,
Awesome.
here's the problem with that. It's just standard def put onto a Blu-ray.
Doesn't matter.
Well, because the only masters that exist are PAL video masters that Hallmark made when they transferred them from the original film prints and then chunked film prints.
Big dicks.
Yeah.
Kitty, why are people stupid? Huh,
Like,
Kitty?
why would you ever junk your masters? Like, ever.
You got
Never.
took up a lot of room. Come on, I want to see. Come on.
But, like, yeah, transferring them to standard def video, they're like, oh, that's fine.
Look, Sherlock.
No.
Oh God,
Ah,
being stupid.
bad attack. Almost.
She's being skittish a little bit.
All the cats are like, they're like, no, I don't want to do any of the things.
Yep.
Piss off.
That for you.
No, I won't do this. I won't do this thing because it's what you want me to do.
Why?
The other one I hate is when cats decide that they don't want to be petted by you. And so you're like sitting and you reach over to pet the cat and they make sure to go like just out of your arm's reach as they walk by.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'll lean over quickly and be like, hi, I petted you.
Yeah. And then.
Oh God.
Yeah. Or Duchess, as Dave famously put it once, said you can't get within a mile of her. You're trying to walk to her. It's like, no, I don't want to be near people. And gee, I wonder why. Like when you went with the crinkly thing that one time.
The crinkle. Oh.
Find something crinkly? Oh my God!
Crinkle.
I remember once she was running down like the really long hallway towards the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Adam had approached her or something like that, so she went running. Little did she know I had just come in from the back door.
Mm-hmm.
So she's running away from Adam, looks up, sees me, and literally just put her claws out and just went trying to like do a full emergency stop. The funniest thing.
Emergency stop.
Hey, it's almost on the last layer.
Yay!
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 Gentlemen, this is the kind of thing you'll be able to see soon. Saturdays
Yay!
at 1 p.m.
Yay!
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 Laughing without smiling.
Yay.
Ah ha 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 ha
Well, it's better than he did the
Couldn't
first
hold
time.
it, could you, fucker?
Definitely better than I did the first time, yes.
Oh, that. It's like, I fail.
Yes.
Well, because the whole thing is, it's supposed to be that you don't make a facial, you don't have to be excessively boring.
Yes.
I think that was your mistake, because that made it funny to yourself.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
Are you departing, Destiny? Or no, you're here.
No.
Okay, never mind. Oh, having a nice night, not have a nice night. I see, got you. Excellent.
Destiny wasn't sure that Destiny had voice.
I see. Destiny has voice of destiny.
Yes.
The voice of destiny.
That's right. Look at me. I am the sum of Pure evil.
Peace, Rob. Take it easy.
Hey, Rob. Have a good night.
Bye, Rob.
Goodbye, Rob.
Fine, Rob. Just leave.
So as far as my research has been able to uncover, YouTube does not yet support streaming in 5.1, but they do allow for the uploading of 5.1 encoded videos, and it will convert them to stereo for their current player.
Totally forgot to look it up. Sorry.
So I'm thinking that they're going to implement it at some point. So it's worthwhile to upload them in that format now, so that when the implementation, kicks in, they'll
So they don't support 5.1.
re-encode it. No,
Okay.
but I know they store the masters, so the
Yeah,
masters
but
will
cold
be there.
storage,
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep doing them in 5.1 anyway. I mean, I might as well.
30 seconds.
If I ever want to put them on Blu-ray, I'll have 5.1 surround ready to go.
Woo!
No diggity. No doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can we actually?
I've been doing little fun surround effects.
Sorry.
Like today in my the package opening I uploaded today, I was rattling the box cutter, and I rattled it all around the camera, so it would like surround, it would go through all the speakers.
Yay!
Nerd.
An effect that you cannot experience on YouTube, apparently. It's there in my master file.
I just witnessed Tank successfully print something. That is a first. I've never witnessed it. I know he's
And
printed
it's
stuff.
like-
It's like never
It
witnessed.
almost crapped
Yeah.
out at one point, but he saved it.
Also, I need one of those, Tank. How much do you charge me for that?
Look at that.
That's crap.
So now, do they just go straight in, or is it at a slant?
The slight slant.
Okay.
I have the file around here somewhere.
Yeah, you posted in the chat way earlier.
Okay.
That Thingiverse.
It kind of reminds me of like a disc tray, the floppy disk tray that I have, where you put them in, and then they'd all kind of lean, and then you could flip through them.
The holes are kind of aligned towards the camera, so you can't really see the slope. Yeah.
I see. So same kind of idea.
Light.
Now, what size of cards do they take?
Standard SD.
So like SD, HC, XC, whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Although they did have cool ones that had SD and micro SD, or SD and USB, or all of those, and a few compact flash.
Actually, that's something I want to do, is get some cards for the camera, so not using the internal memory all the time.
Yes.
What's that button do anyway? Oh. What the hell was that?
Tank dropped something.
On my printing plate. But hey, it dislodged the part.
One way to do it, I suppose.
It's like when I dropped my mic the other week. Or knocked it over, rather.
Damn it.
Yes. How well did it print? Very well.
Awesome. So what is it exactly?
SD card holder.
For holding SD cards.
It's a little looser than I'd like it to be, but
God damn it, I got 3 minutes of battery left.
Is it really loose, Tank? Like, you're not going to flip it upside down or anything? Okay, I don't want one now. I need something a little bit more firm.
That's what she said.
That or something she probably would say. Actually, that's what he would say.
Just probably glue a little foam to the top just to keep it in place with friction or something. Because the idea is I'm going to make 2 of these, and they're going to hold backup cards for all the haunts, and then they'll be duct taped inside
Oh, that's cool.
boxes.
Whoa.
It's also still warm, so it might get a little grabby when it cools down. Hooray! Now we put the second one.
Correct.
Oh, that's... Add colors to the outline of the subject, which focus fits during manual focus. Okay, yeah, it's that. I find that kind of distracting actually, so I'm gonna turn that off.
That's distracting. Fuck off. Alright, so,
Well, it has different, like, assist features and such, and some of which I find them useful, like the grid lines, but the others, I find distracting.
So, it's almost midnight. Are we just gonna wrap up then? Like, on time for once?
Well, we started 15 minutes late.
Okay, well, okay. Early-ish.
We could go for until quarter after to just make it a solid 3 hours.
Whatever, it's fine. Then we should do that.
Unless we're completely out of material.
You just spent 10 minutes playing with your camera.
It was not 10 minutes. It was like...
Oh, you can keep talking.
I didn't have 10 minutes of battery.
Got more booze to drink.
I should at least join you for a drink.
Yeah, I got another shot ready to go.
Oh, let me get a shot.
I need to make juice. That's the only thing I have for mixer.
Do you have gin and juice by chance?
No.
Then you just failed at alcohol.
What?
Rapper joke.
I have rum. Goes with anything except milk. I'll be back.
It's true, actually. That is a true statement. It does go with anything but milk. But eggnog's okay. That's got milk in it. That's not entirely true, because you can add rum and Kahlua in milk, and it's still pretty good. Just saying. No, Duncan, no. No. We can't do that on YouTube because of copyrighted material. We can't do things like that.
Yeah, because of fucking Google being fucking assholes.
Oh, I love when you get all fuck this and fuck that. It's great.
Yep.
You know what? I wanted to say something and just went on a fucking tirade in the middle of what the fuck we were doing.
Oh, it was on, yeah, actually, if anyone wants to see something funny, you go on Skinslip's channel, and if you're not subscribed to him, please do subscribe. There you go, I put a plug in for everybody. But anyways, go to Skinslip's channel, and I can't remember the approximate date, but you will find at one point there is a video of us all playing Cards Against Humanity.
That's what it was.
And it's roughly halfway through it, somewhere around there, is, not to draw attention to it, but I start playing a song that's copyrighted, and so there was fear of, you know, copyright issues on that. Which then triggered an interesting response out of me, and not probably what you might expect, and I'll leave it at that. So anyone who wants to see an interesting cast rant while very drunk, go check it out.
If you're not busy tomorrow, Cass, we're supposed to be doing Cards Against Humanity at 3 p.m.
It's probably not a good time for me, unfortunately.
Okay.
I've got to pick up a family friend for Easter dinner at 4, and I got to go down and pick up Charlotte first, so...
Alright, well, you know.
Yeah. No, I'll probably be heading out around 3. Sorry, otherwise I definitely would have.
Okay.
Generally speaking, my schedule's actually pretty open the next couple of weeks since I'm done school, and I don't start work until. So we make it. Oh, that's the other thing. That's the other reason I'm drinking. Folks who are interested to know, I got a job.
Hooray!
Oh, yay! You already told us, but not them.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, I landed a position in accounting, which is what I'm going to school for. It's a summer job, and it starts the second week of May, and basically I'll be doing some accounting work. Actually, it sort of has to do with cars, because I'm going to basically in BC, anytime you buy tires, there's an environmental levy that you have to pay, and the retailer collects it and then has to send it to the authority that recycles all the tires in the province. So essentially, we're going around making sure that they're remitting the fee correctly, and yeah, it'll be traveling to retailers all around the province. So I'll be going to some interesting places this summer, from what it sounds like. And pays pretty well, and it's experience in my field, which is bloody huge. And this also satisfies the work experience requirement for my program. So that means if everything goes according to plan, I should be graduating a year from now.
Hitting several birds with one stone.
Yeah, no, that's pretty big. Because for those who don't know, my last program I studied communications, actually very similar to what Stout did. And in my case, I ended up one course credit shy of graduating. That course credit was a work experience. Because I couldn't land a position in my field, I wasn't able to graduate. So, just the fact that I will be completing something that I've started now is absolutely huge and well worth getting drunk over.
You've completed something Brandon tried 3 times and failed to do. Yay! Now he's $250,000 in debt. Yay! Almost 300,000 actually. Very soon. By my birthday, it'll be 307,000 and some change, or maybe 306 and change. It depends on how that rolls over.
I'm gonna be once we're done school, probably about 150,000 in. That's everything.
Yeah, that's actually pretty average, honestly.
That's, well, and actually, almost a third of that is money I owe my mom, so that's interest free. That's just kind of pay it back as I can, sort of thing. So I mean, it's more like about 100K of what the banks know about.
Most schooling costs between $100,000 and $200,000 for a lot of degrees. A lot of them, not all of them. A lot. And there's just here who did it without that.
Well, the Canadian difference is I'm actually financing 2 degrees on that, and actually a good chunk of time unemployed. That's what drove my debt up.
Yeah, it's true.
There we go. I got Passionate Peach Citrus 5 Alive. With rum. Delicious.
A bit strong. Alright.
Grabs you right.
Alright, let's do
this.
this. Oh, shit. I opened up the thing wrong. Fuck! You fucking bitch. There we go. Alright. Somebody want to propose a toast?
Propose a toast.
Propose a post.
To strippers and porn stars, keeping us single men happy.
Well, I'm technically taken, but I masturbate too, so yeah, yay.
Okay, well, the rest of us aren't, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to us, bitch. Sound Joe's asking
I'm taken, but celibate due to geography.
You took a hell of a good cartography? What?
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
Wait, you broke up a bit there. We didn't actually hear what you said.
I said I am celibate due to geography.
Oh, I see.
My girlfriend being 8,800 kilometers away.
Oh.
500 miles for American friends.
Fantastic.
Yes. 500 miles?
Kilometers, that's what, like 2 miles?
I thought she was across country, which would be like almost 3,000 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, but it goes a ways, like beyond the U.S. border and onto an island and other stuff.
Where is she?
Well, she's here now, but she was going to school in Newfoundland.
Oh.
Which is literally like out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
She was like being a newfie, eh?
It's a 3-hour flight to London from where she is.
Ontario, Canada. Just clarify for those.
No, like a 3-hour flight to London, Great Britain.
Oh,
That's how far out she is.
So not London, Ontario.
No.
All right. Well, you should.
No, 3-hour flight on a
The real
737 on like a slow little airplane to London. So I mean that's pretty close.
I have a friend who's in Denmark, West Australia. It would be like a 12-hour flight, like gain an hour or whatever. Like the time rollover. It's actually like 11 hours. Fucking stupid. Denmark, West Australia.
Manic is disappointed. So nothing to do with stellar cartography.
No. Nothing.
Excellent.
Not a damn thing.
I don't remember cartographing a goddamn thing.
I find that whenever Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about anything, I find it interesting.
He has that kind of voice, right? You just see him talking about shit, and you're like,
I am very compelled to listen and be fascinated and
And
thoughtful.
then he turned 26.
that's why he has better shades.
And he turned 26.
That is seriously, I'm so happy I was able to give you that as a birthday present.
Yeah, Cass posted that on my Facebook page on my birthday when I turned 26 years old. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson just standing there going, he goes, and then he turned 26 and he starts going like this. And then he turned 26.
Oh yeah, I know the speech that's from actually.
Yeah, I was talking about who the hell was he talking about?
Some like notable
Isaac Newton, I think, actually.
Isaac Newton.
who.
He's talking about how he had all these accomplishments like before he'd even turned 26.
That's
Yeah.
right. Then
He's like, he did this, he did this, he did this. He's like, then he turned 26, and then he does the whole yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a subsequent interview where he was talking about like his thoughts on that having become like a meme and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, I really don't understand the internet, but he's like, I went from that to we got a badass over here.
He's like, then he
Oh
turned
my
26.
god,
I
that
wasn't
is
even
him. I didn't even realize. I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
We got a badass over here.
The we got a badass over here is him.
That is.
That's awesome. And it's from that clip.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It all makes sense now.
Okay.
We got a badass over here. Oh, there we go. Hold on a second. Let me just focus it. There you go.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Nice.
See, that's
I don't
exactly
have
what I
that.
was thinking. That
Now turn it upside down like a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
they'd be slanted. I'm sorry. You
Crash
can't look at Dairy Queen anymore.
Were you focused on him when he did that, Sean?
Yes.
Oh, good. Can someone please cut that out of the video and send it up to me? I really must have that stuff. Apparently, American Lizard. That's the whole video.
Whole face too.
That was perfect.
Oh,
That was beautiful.
so amazing.
Just the whole video is us going, oh, that's so cool. Quick, turn it like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. And he turns it, conk, and everyone just starts cracking up.
I just watched it. It was so perfect.
Very well timed.
So you see me, I say it, and then there's this shit-eating grin. For it, and then...
Lady and gentlemen, the beer room.
Wow, that's incredible. Oh, man, this is the happiest day of my life.
Oh, nice. Wondering where the hell that was coming from.
Yeah, it's a Family Guy bottle opener. Rosie was demonstrating this the other day.
Yeah.
When I first got this, I showed her the trick for activating it with the coin. You just put it in there, and it makes contact with the metal. And
So she's not going opening up beers.
No. So she would like activate it over and over again. And every time I got to the belt, she'd like shove it right up into my face. Yep, that's my girl. What just fell? Something just fell. Oh, we were watching the '90s X-Men series today. She watched. I have a Spider-Man '90s series DVD that has the episode that guest starred the X-Men. She became really fascinated by the X-Men and wanted to know more about them. So we watched the entire first disc of the animated series today. It's like first 8 episodes. She really likes Beast.
Yeah.
It's just pretty awesome.
She likes
Beast
Beast.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite is Jubilee still.
Jubilee's awesome, yeah.
I love Jubilee. I always have. I hate what they've done to her. She's like a vampire now.
What?
So after House of M, right, a whole bunch of mutants, like most mutant population, lost their mutant powers when everything was restored after Scarlet Witch stopped being fucking insane. And so she didn't have any mutant powers, and she got embraced by a vampire. So she's a vampire now.
Okay.
And everyone loves it, and I'm like, fuck you.
Hey, if we get hot gothy Jubilee now, I might be okay with that.
No, she's not gothy.
I didn't hear a no.
Let me Google it for you. You can see for yourself.
Yeah. I like Jubilee in the Generation X movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, she's a little gothy.
I wanted that to be a series. Well, let me see. Let me see.
I'm trying to find a good one.
Alright.
View image. Oh my god, someone talked to me in the chat. Oh, my whole screen is bleeding. Oh, yeah, here, jump in the chat here. Bam.
Fuck, you put it over there. God damn. Can you post it in the Google as well?
Yeah, sure. I didn't. Yeah. Gee. I found the first weakness, the first flaw.
Yeah. Well, obviously, but I mean, most, whatever. Okay, the improvement of Google has noticeably improved since I moved the chat over there, okay?
I haven't noticed anything different, honestly.
Well, no,
on my end.
You haven't, but on my end, it's significant because it's coming all from me. So it's what the end product is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on a second, let me... Yeah.
She's a little gothy.
A little gothy.
And that's the guy who turned her, apparently.
I gathered.
I don't fucking care. Like, whatever.
I don't know. See, what I want to do is just get all the trade paperbacks of, like, the 70s, 80s, and 90s era X-Men stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Grant
Morrison's run is really good, too.
Kind of the era that I went with most.
Extreme X-Men and Astonishing X-Men, which is Warren Ellison and Grant Morrison's runs on the X-Men are also very good. You would like those. It's just everything after that's been like poop. In fact, I believe it was Grant Morrison who brought Colossus back. Yay!
Really?
Colossus. Yep.
I was not aware he was gone.
He died in
Actually, we just...
late 90s, I think.
We just saw him in the cartoon today.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite good.
So he died in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they found him, he was actually, I guess, prevented from death at the last moment by some alien race, but it was actually really well done, because, it sounds like a cop-out, but when you're reading it, you're like, that's fucking awesome! Oh my god! It's so well written.
You're just so happy to have Colossus back, you're not going to question it too much.
Colossus becoming an acolyte at the end of Fatal Attractions, which is what made me stop reading X-Men comics. So when I heard he brought him back, I started reading, Grant Morrison and Warren Ellison's run, and it was like, that's awesome. That's where they get the Beast, that's a cat-like, that's very Beauty and the Beast style Beast.
Okay.
That's where that came from.
Oh, I see.
Orientation of his gene. That's what you see in the X-Men First Class. It's very cat-like. That's inspired by that.
Destiny's asking, so have you guys heard about this Nerd Block subscription service?
Yep.
No.
Yeah,
I
Justin.
used it quite frequently. I mean, I did the Nerd Block for like 3 months.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was thinking something. I was thinking like YouTube subscriptions. I'm like, what?
And there's also Loot Crate and a couple other ones, actually. There's several subscription services.
Yeah, like random box of stuff.
And Outlaw Soap does a thing called, it's called, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. It gives you soap every month, some shaving supplies, and razors. And, like, they're all fancy, schmancy ones.
There's one I keep meaning to actually try, Carnivore Club.
Carnivore Club?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the Carnivore Club.
Hey, you might have been the one who introduced me to it, actually.
Yeah, it's all mega awesome boxes of meat every month.
Yeah, you get meat. It's like jerky-style meat and pepperoni and things like that. Like stuff that can actually be sent through the mail.
Googling right now. Oh, you can send meat through the mail, actually.
I used to get Omaha Steaks all the time, and it's packed in a foam cooler with dry ice.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway.
There's a company called Newski's that sells just some of the greatest fucking cured bacon you've ever had in your goddamn life. It's
Cool.
good.
So anyway, every month they feature different meats, and they mail them to you.
I'm going there right now.
It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
So I keep mean I subscribe to their when Eric first told me about it, I subscribed to their newsletter, so I get emails from them all the time, and I keep forgetting. I keep meaning to sign up for it.
Water buffalo brasola. Holy shit!
Yeah, some of them sound really good. Yeah, I definitely want to try it out.
Wild boar apricot pate.
Well, about a week and a half
Is
ago,
stuff
I
you can
cooked
just
my
munch on, or
first
stuff you can
deer steak.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you subscribed to them?
I am not.
Oh.
No.
I'm going to one of these days.
I'll probably try it out for a month.
Yeah.
There's a bacon one too. I can't remember what it's called. So.
Just out of curiosity, just because in the mail I want to get a big box of cured meat.
There you go.
Hey, my meat is here.
Destiny says there's another one called Munch Pack, which
Yeah.
is a snack subscription.
I have a friend. I have a friend who was thinking about getting that actually.
Cool.
Munch Pack's pretty cool.
Munch Pack.
Munch Pack.
You know, Munch Pack, like the cheap one, Munch Pack's like $10 or something. It's pretty cheap.
Oh yeah.
You can get them weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. I mean, like, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
No, I think I'm gonna head out.
All right. I'll do one more shot before we go for you.
We're all heading out in about 6 minutes.
Another shot ready if anyone wants to join me.
I don't have a shot, but I'll have a sip of my drink.
Sure.
Whatever works.
Here's to employment, of which I am joining the ranks very soon.
Yay!
Yay! Do you have a job lined up?
Yeah, I've got a summer job in accounting for this. Starting
there you go.
today.
Perfect.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
I also like to say congratulations to Stout on his recent impending promotion, I believe.
Nope, I already got it.
Oh, you already got it. Well, then even.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. That's awesome, dude.
You know, I was thinking about that. If you write like maybe 8 articles a week, you'll be making as much as me.
That would be great.
Yeah.
The problem is they don't give you that many articles.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you're freelancing at a few different places, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, there you go. So maybe between all of them.
Maybe between all of them, I'll make enough to barely survive this.
So that's better than not surviving at all.
Yes.
True.
So, well, how many articles do you get on average per week?
2 to 3 at $50 per.
2 to
I'm waiting until it's like I'm getting $100 per article.
Yeah.
Or they give you more articles.
Yeah, you can see $100 per article. That's.
That's good money. That's really good money.
If you get like 4 a week, you you're technically making enough to live on.
And it's only 4 fucking articles.
Yeah.
Which means you still have the other articles for the heck of it. Just have extra money.
Basically, yeah.
Awesome.
That's the dream, at least, or to get like a real job that pays me to write.
Hi, Adrianix. We're about to leave.
Yeah, I know. We're leaving in 4 minutes. We're gonna leave at 12:15 on the dot.
I was gonna say, Stout.
It's like a bus we're getting on or something.
That's right. Gotta go. Can't wait.
I was gonna say, Stout. If you wrote 4 articles a week at $100 an article, that's exactly how much I make.
God damn it! I swear everybody's got Son of Batman. What's the matter with these people? Can't you just wait for the Blu-ray to actually come out?
No!
Fucking hell.
No.
I will buy it.
You don't want to buy it blind? Jeez.
The DC Universe animated movies, I will buy all of them blind. Like, I have no hesitation there whatsoever.
Yeah, but not everyone says as loyal as me and you.
But
because I haven't downloaded it either. I mean, I might hit Netflix, but that's because I'm poor.
Yeah. But speaking of which, I gotta sit down and watch all the ones I bought recently. I haven't actually done that yet. Actually, I guess I'm not that far behind. There's only like 2 or 3 I haven't seen yet.
Of what?
Well, of the ones I have, anyway.
Of DC?
Yeah. No, I guess there's 3. There's the Superman Unbound, Flashpoint Paradox, and Justice League War.
Haven't seen that one yet either.
Yeah.
Have you seen Justice League New Frontier?
No.
Oh, you need to see that one. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't think I've actually seen any of the Justice League ones. I've seen the Batman Superman ones.
You've never seen Justice League Earth 2 either?
Nope.
Or no, sorry, it was Crisis on 2 Earths, whatever. That's what it's called. Earth 2's the
Yeah. No, I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember who it is, but
that one's really good too.
But yeah, I liked Public Enemies and Apocalypse. Those are both good.
The Crisis on 2 Earths is great because it's got Owlman, and Owlman is awesome.
Cool.
He's the evil counterpart of Batman. Fucking great.
I will check those out. Yeah, there's a bunch. I've still got a bunch I need to pick up to get up to date.
Same here. I'm very behind. But I got the 2-disc Wonder Woman, so there's that at least.
You got which?
The 2-disc DVD of Wonder Woman, so there's that at least.
Ah, nice.
The 2-disc is kind of not that easy to find in stores.
Sean, quick question. Have you seen any of the 2 Batman animated shorts?
Probably. Maybe.
Probably not, actually. If they're recent.
Anyways.
I haven't been keeping up on Batman stuff very much lately. However, being the 75th anniversary of Batman and the 25th anniversary of Batman 89, we will be doing some Batman stuff in the group viewings at some point this year. We haven't quite decided when yet because we've got so much other stuff on the plate right now, but we will work Batman in somewhere.
We'll have at least 1 week of Batman, at least.
At least. Well, probably. I'm thinking probably at least 2.
Well, I'm just saying.
We'll do all the live action movies, and then we'll do a selection of the animated movies. You know, I figure that'd be a good mix. The many incarnations of Batman.
Batman and Robin's getting movie gangbang.
I mean, we obviously have to do the Dark Knight trilogy, or we're gonna get fucking lynched. So.
No, I don't give a shit. Actually, I can get lynched if we want.
I'd like to sit down and watch the 3 of them back to back.
I did that last year, actually.
Did you? All right.
Yeah.
I could go with that.
That's how I saw Dark Knight Rises for the first time. I watched all 3 of them back to back.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I've been promising a review of at least the Dark Knight for quite some time now, and it would be nice to actually do that. So yeah. But anyway. Alrighty, it is 12:15 a.m. We're more or less at the 3-hour mark, so we're going to say good night for this week for Saturday Night Insanity. Any final words, gentlemen? Any final thoughts? Any final plugs? Anything?
Yes. Please, if you enjoy what you see here, help us pay for the server costs either by donating us like $1 or $2 or buying a shirt and wearing our logo with pride. Also, if
I'll
what
wear
the
it. I
Fox
just want to
says,
be proud of it.
and if what the Fox says comes on while strippers stripping, I will totally make it rain for her. Just saying.
I don't know what that means.
What the Fox say? That whole music video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Also, I should mention, always check the descriptions on any YouTube videos I post because I often put Amazon links to the things I'm talking about in the video. So if you want to get it for yourself, your own collection, you're helping to support me by buying stuff through the Amazon links. I basically get kickbacks for that, which goes to further DVD and Blu-ray purchases and just more stuff to review.
Give you an idea, it's not like he's making a lot of money. Like we're talking about like $1 or less per item. So.
Like I literally make like on Amazon on average I make maybe $15 in like gift card money in a month. Yeah. So I save it up and I get something cool every
I've made 10 cents this month. Give you an idea.
Yeah. So
And
every little bit.
This is my final plug.
Shut up, Hank.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that is it from us to you for this week. Be sure to join us in the forthcoming week for our group viewings when we start on the original 80s Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, and also starting in on Transformers Generation 1. So both of which turn 30 this year, those two respective franchises. So,
and one last plug. Movie Gangbang, 1-year anniversary, next Friday. Come. There'll be prizes.
Oh, good, it is next Friday.
That's right, there will be
I
prizes.
thought I missed it.
Come to the gangbang.
I may or may not be there because I'm working. So, unless they start it super late, which they probably won't, I probably won't be there, unfortunately.
Oh, then I'm not going.
Well, I'll be able to go to some next week because I'm working days, finally.
Yeah, so you show up the week later. Hey, when you late shit.
I'm totally doing that now.
Alrighty.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you here again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So it will be at the regular time again next week. Saturday Night Insanity will be 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 midnight Eastern. So we'll see you then. And we'll see at least some of you at the live viewings this week as well. Alrighty, that is it from us to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Peanuts.
Bye. Bukake!